walking through the 7 best of the West. These are going to be the 7 best homes that I think we've ever toured out west in states like Colorado, Utah, and Idaho. Now, all of these homes will be time-stamped down in the description, so you can skip ahead to each one of them. They are full tours, so definitely sit down, buckle in, grab yourself some popcorn, and let's hop into it. Everyone, welcome back. Today we're in Colorado Springs and we're getting ready to check out a brand new home with a brand new floor plan. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all. Ooh, what an absolutely spectacular morning to tour a home. Say hello to the Spyglass Hill House from Abigail Homes Green Building Concepts. This home, I love the exterior of it. It's just kind of got like this, I don't know, rustic look without being rustic, if that makes sense. It's just beautiful looking. Tons of stone in here, which I love as well. Inside, you're gonna find 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. Of course, you've got this 4-car garage over here. And all of this sits inside of 5,077 finished square feet. The sun is just absolutely perfect this morning. It's a little nippy, but I love it. Beautiful weather. If you are interested in a home like this, well, this one is currently sold, but you can expect to pay approximately $2,198,000. Beautiful covered entryway right here. Got the sconces on either side of the door. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty, here we go. Now, I have made it a point not to venture too terribly far. I've poked my head into a few things, but I wanted to do this together. But this is the view that you're greeted with when you do first walk in, and I'll go ahead and turn you around real quick to let you check out this entryway. Y'all, look at these shelves right here. Ooh, man. Kind of backlit, which just looks super awesome. I love that. There's actually a couple other places within the home that feature that as well. I just think it looks neat. It's different and it's interesting. Anyway, this is your front door as soon as you walk in. Nice wide front door. Tons of glass letting in all of that natural light. And then to our left, the right, as soon as you walk in the door, you've got the stairwell down to the lower level. And then on the opposite side, you have this coat closet. Got the sliding doors. This is the last day here in Colorado. And this one was actually, Jen had wanted to tour this home, but you know, just a lot of things were going on. And then last minute, Abigail Homes reached back out to us and, you know, they made it happen for us. So super thankful for that. And definitely, I'm so glad. It's a beautiful home. But this is your living room. We will start right here. Got that picture frame TV. And then the fireplace. We've actually been seeing quite a bit of this where they have a dedicated spot for the TV and then the fireplace itself is just open, right? You can, instead of putting the TV up above it, you know, a lot of them have been putting pieces of art and stuff, but beautiful stacked stone fireplace going all the way up to the ceiling, just this whole wall. You've got a gas fireplace, some open shelves. And then you do have a nice vault running through this part of the home as well. And then it eventually kind of drops down a little bit as you get into the kitchen, which we'll get to in just a little bit. First, we're going to go ahead and step out here onto this back patio deck area. Got some exposed beams out here. Whew, now that sun it's bright now. It's still beautiful. So this is a little different. We haven't seen too much of this. I mean, we've seen the heaters, but these actually drop down a little bit as opposed to the ones that are just kind of tucked up next to the ceiling. So getting a little closer, maybe they're a little bit warmer next to you. And then you've got a little uncovered deck space here as well, looking back out into this pond and that fountain out there. Oh my goodness. I just love it. The birds were chirping just a little bit ago. But the reason I love it is because this door right here leads into the office, which we're about to hop into. But again, just imagining opening up that door, or even just this sliding door right here, leading back into the living room, has screens on it, so you can shut the screen so the bugs don't come in, and you can still listen to like the water and everything in the fountain, because I can hear it clear as day standing in here. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Microphone might kind of mute it a little bit. But let's go over to this side of the house before we get into the remaining portion of the common spaces. So this is the office. Again, sliding glass door out onto the back porch. And then this wood in here definitely gives it, you know, like a serious feel, like you're in here to do some business. And then actually along the lip up top has these accent lights everywhere. This is one of those places that looks like it should have a hidden door somewhere. But beautiful office. Got the glass panes on this door as well, kind of matching the front door. And then all the way down at the end of the hall, you've got a linen closet, as well as the powder room. So a couple cool sconces on either side of the mirror, floating vanity, beautiful countertops. I know they probably didn't want to overdo those, those lit up countertops, but I just want to see it everywhere, right? I'd want those things in every bathroom, on every counter surface, everywhere. But I think you've got the toilet here as well. It's just neat looking. It's like it glows in the dark. I can only imagine what it looks like at nighttime. But from the living room, you transition into the kitchen space. We're actually going to do something a little different. So this whole thing just kind of wraps around. So we'll start here in the kitchen, and it's going to take us a second to come back around to the dining room. But just know that the dining room is right behind us next to the kitchen. So this is fun, kind of like a T-shaped island, which is a little different. Let's see. Looks like there's storage. There you go. Ooh, nice and deep back in there too. You can actually put some things. But I like this shape of an island. Just allows for tons of different people to sit and kind of enjoy, you know, being here in the kitchen, the heart of the home. So on this side, that's nice. Just how they kind of wrapped the island around as an apron, like the counter. That looks good. Looks like you got a trash compactor. This is the trash can drawer. And then you also have a dishwasher. And of course this sink looking back out into the living room as well as the dining room. And a couple pendant lights up above us. Then along the back wall, double ovens, built-in microwave. And then along the top, I do love the fact that all of the cabinets go all the way up to the ceiling, so you don't have to worry about dusting on top of that. But then you also have these accented glass cabinets up top as well. Gas range, pot filler, stainless range hood. And they wrap the countertop up into the backsplash. All right, we haven't opened up too many things yet. And soft close cabinetry, of course. Then you have the great big refrigerator. And then through here, you have your pantry. How cool is this? It's got a ladder in it. So it has a spot to be stored for when you're not using it, but then there's also a rail system over here as well. So if you do need it to reach those upper shelves, you can. Tons of counter space in here. I don't know what this is. An ice maker. Don't worry, I know it says please do not open. I have permission. And some nice slide outs. And then this wall right here, I don't know what type of paint this is, but obviously you can, it's like use some dry erase markers in here, which is neat. I think kids would love this, and it's the one wall that they can get in here and actually color on, but I don't know. Maybe not for little kids, but it is a neat way to put some notes on the wall. But then from there, you transition into the master suite. So you've got this beautiful accent wall. You've got the vaulted ceiling in here with the exposed beam. This door right here does lead back out onto the back deck. And then you have these beautiful windows right here. The ones on either end crank out, but then you also have the big picture one kind of looking out into the pond. And I tell you what, the clouds this morning were absolutely spectacular. I got here, it was like 6:30 in the morning, 6:40 in the morning-ish. And once I started seeing the clouds and the sun, I was like, I was speeding to get here, right? I was like, oh my goodness, I want to get that picture. So luckily, I think I got here in a good enough time to get that good thumbnail picture. But then coming into the ensuite, another gorgeous ensuite, beautiful countertops in here. You've got these just elegant looking pendant lights hanging down on either side with the little niches, floating vanity. And then back behind us, you've got the soaking tub. Another great big picture window, and a little chandelier. And then into the shower. It's got like a little smart pad in here. I think that's for speakers. Sometimes they have it set up for, you know, like those steam showers. I don't think this one is it, but really nice shower though. Got all the jets. Little bench. Then we've got a linen closet. And the water closet. Now, there are doors. As we've been seeing with most of these parade homes, they do take the doors off. This one right here, entering the ensuite, just happens to be a pocket door. But a lot of these other places, areas of the home, they do have doors. They're just kind of stored away right now. But then you come into the master closet. Again, these countertops are just beautiful. And again, I want them all lit up. This wall right here would probably be a good spot to put like a full-length mirror. There's nothing really blocking you standing in front of the mirror. But then from the closet, again, you have another pocket door, but this opens up into kind of your mud room / laundry room. So you've got a coat closet. And you've got your front-load washer and dryer, cabinets. This spot right here would probably be a good folding space. Got the wash basin, some more floating shelves. And then as you come down towards this end, it looks like a little pocket office, right? Got some windows looking out into the front of the home. Maybe a good like homework station for the kids, or just another office space for whoever may need it. And then this door right here leads out into the garage. What? Pet washing station? We'll check that out in a second. I'm sure you want to see the garage itself. It is set up right now, obviously, for the parade, so just keep that in mind. Tons of space in here, though. So you just have two car stalls. You've got access out into the backyard. And then just kind of perusing in to see what all we see. We've got some attic access right here. And it just looks like the pet washing station. Hook a little hose up to it. I feel like I've got our two littler dogs. I say littler. We've got May, our German Shepherd. She's not little at all. She's absolutely massive. But they live inside. They're a little bit more cordial when it comes to bath time. Then we have our two Maremma sheepdogs, which live out in our barn. And they are not cordial. I don't think they'll ever get a bath. They let us brush them and stuff, but Maggie, our female Maremma, she's probably more than likely going to bite me. And then Moose, he's our boy. He would probably never speak to me again. He'd run off into the hills and never come down. But like I said, it all wrapped back around, and then you have this beautiful looking formal dining room space with the great big light fixture, some more exposed beams in the tray ceiling. I love it. So that's everything on the main level, right? Now we're going to go ahead and work our way down to the lower level. Let me know what you're thinking about this home. As we've been walking through it so far, what do you like? Are there any things that you might want to change or rearrange? All right, drop that down in the comments. And then as we get down here, finally, we get to a whole, well, it's just the raised bar part, but it's lit up. You know, I do a quick pan real quick, and then we'll hop into everything. Try not to get too lost. I guess we'll start here. You have this secondary like den area. Again, same stone that we saw upstairs. Another beautiful gas fireplace. I mean, I didn't pay attention if there were stairs upstairs. Yeah, there they are. I was about to start saying stairs too many times. Saved by them. But so you can't access this from the top deck. But this is just another covered patio area. Looks like they've got some AstroTurf out there, so you don't really have to worry about cutting the grass. I thought it was like a chipping green at first. Put yourself like a little fire pit or something back there. Play some bocce ball. You want to step back here and check out the rear elevation? I do too. I guess we can do that. See what all we've got happening. I just love how they've kept all this stone with these columns and everything too. All right, now down here in the basement, I have not been here, so we're gonna kind of feel our way around and see what all we can find. But again, those backlit counters. Wet bar, you've got the microwave. It's like a dishwasher. Another trash can drawer. Mini fridge. Are these dishwashers? Or more like beverage. So maybe that's like your wine fridge. And then these can be like your beer fridges or whatever. Appliance garage. And then just some cool backlit shelves. All right, mechanical room. So you've got the furnaces, 2 of them, tankless water heaters, and then back behind us, you've got the electric panels. I know somebody's gonna say, oh, the sign said keep out. I know, like that's the whole point of touring these homes, right? We get to go places that you may not otherwise get to go if you were to actually come here. So if you wanted to purchase this home or purchase a home like it, you know what you're getting yourself into, right? We go everywhere. But this is neat. I wasn't expecting this. It's a little spot for stackable washer and dryer. And then into, what would this be? The 2nd bedroom, right? So I guess on the 1st floor, all you had was the master bedroom and then that office. So everything else is down here. Sorry, there's plastic on the floor. Hopefully you can't hear it. I'm sure you can. But into the closet. Nice big walk-in closet. Again, this looks like it would have a normal door on it. And then into its ensuite with the single vanity. I wonder if this is going to be a Jack and Jill. Yes. So you've got a pocket door right here. Linen closet. Toilet. And then the shower and tub, really cool looking tile, goes all the way up to the ceiling. And this is neat too. I'm just going to kind of point this out, but they kind of kept the exposed, like they exposed the steel beam or left it exposed, which is neat. I like that type of stuff. Kind of a low profile tub. You got a little niche back there. And then back behind us, you've got another pocket door that leads into the vanity for this room back here. And this vanity, it looks a little smaller. It's not quite as big as the other one. Okay, so when we go out, I'll kind of show you where we are. But into this closet. So this room right here, I'm going to back up. Technically, I'm now standing in the hallway, right? So you would come to the end of the hallway. And then you'd have like this little walkway, the closet, bathroom, and then into the bedroom. Crunch, crunch, crunch. But both of them are nice sized rooms. It's like trying to be quiet. You know what I mean? Walking, like if you're in the woods or something, but you just can't. It's impossible. Anyway, all right, so as you come down the stairs, and I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but bear with me. To the left-hand side, this is the 3rd bedroom. This is the 4th bedroom overall. This almost looks like an in-law suite. Because this room is huge. It's way bigger than the other 2 we just saw. And then it's got another nice big walk-in closet. And then into its ensuite. So single vanity, toilet, and then this one's got a standalone shower. Looks like the shower doors can go both directions. So you've got a shower head, tile going all the way up to the ceiling, and then at the back you've got this bench. And I like the darker shower tray. That looks good. Let's see, now there's some other things just down this hall too. Such as this safe room right here. So it's obviously a safe, and inside of it is kind of like a big shelter room, right? It's locked. I did get to poke my head in it for just a second. It is just a room. It sits immediately up underneath of the front porch. And you've got some understair storage. But just to kind of give you an idea of how it could be set up or what's in there right now, would be like the mechanical room without any of the mechanical pieces. So you could literally turn it into anything. If you wanted a gun safe, if you just wanted a safe room, right? You could have that. So sky's the limit is in terms of what you could put in there. And then at the end of the hall, you've got another full bathroom with the floating vanity. I love it. You can really see it. Watch. I don't know if, let's see if we can play around. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, there it is. Just cool, huh? Just how it glows. Got like this live edge to it. I don't know. It's neat. I love it. And you've got a couple pendant lights hanging down over here. Toilet, and then obviously another standalone shower. This one does not have a bench. And then right next to that, this is a gym room. That's what it's set up as, right? But it does have a closet, and it's got windows that open behind us, so it's got egress. It also has the sliding door. I know it's smaller, but if you wanted it to be a bedroom, it could be a bedroom. You could just think of this as a flex room, right? And then this one has a step-in closet. And then you actually have the gas key to the fireplace. You can turn the gas on and off from back here. Today we're in Moorcroft, Wyoming, and we're getting ready to check out an ultra-modern home unlike anything, I mean anything, we've ever toured. So let me turn you around, I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, say hello to 33 Pinecone Lane here in Moorcroft, Wyoming. Actually, this is the first time I've ever toured a home here in Wyoming. I've driven through it a bunch, but I've never actually toured a home. So this being the first one, I'm super excited about it, like stoked actually. Now, inside of this home, you are gonna find 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It does have a 3-car garage, and all of this sits inside of 5,765 square feet. Now that's just for the main house. It also has an additional pool house with 1 bedroom, 2.5 bathrooms, and an additional garage stall. Now all of this sits on approximately 7.8 acres, and it is just gorgeous. Like all of the windows looking out into the woods in this home, I love it. Now, if you are interested in this home, it is currently listed for $2,395,000. And wait until y'all see like the layout and the furniture and stuff in here, which it does have the option to come with if you were interested in it. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, y'all, here we go. So this is the view that you're greeted with. When you do first walk in, you have this beautiful kind of floating staircase, this 2-story foyer, and then views out into your living room and your pool patio space beyond. Now, before we dive into all of that, I'll go ahead and turn you around and we'll check out the foyer space. Just tons of windows in this home, right? Now, which makes sense because it's super secluded, very private. But with all these windows, a lot of them in like your main sleep areas and stuff like that have blinds, right? Automatic blinds. So that's pretty neat. And actually, they're all set up on like this smart system. But anyway, so white oak door, which is just massive and beautiful. And then white oak throughout all of the wood features throughout the home. So fun little spot right here up underneath of the stairs just to kind of sit down, kick your shoes off, right? And then from there, we'll go ahead and hop into this first bedroom. So this is pretty neat. Honestly, I almost expected the front door to have this pivot feature, but we do find it here coming into this first bedroom, which is pretty neat. So the fact that they kind of incorporated that. But get a load of this. Like I said, you do have these blinds and stuff that come down. They're actually timed for like when the sun sets and stuff. They just kind of come down as the sun hits them, which is pretty neat in the evening. But just a massive room. And then throughout you have all of this indirect light kind of up towards the ceiling. Some nice little pendant lights on either side of the bed. And then back behind us, just tons of space, nice little bookcase and desk area. And then from there you transition into kind of the bathroom and closet area. So you've got the floating vanity, floating toilet, you've got your towel warmer, and then you have this standalone shower with the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And it's kind of got like a wand shower head, so you can like adjust the height and everything. Now the other cool thing is that there's no door trim around any of the doors, right? They've just got like these channels, which is pretty neat. Just a lot of like clean lines, not a lot of extra stuff, if that makes sense. But anyway, from there you transition into the living room area and just get a load of this ceiling fan. Holy goodness. I mean, this thing is massive. But here you've got this monopitch down to the backside of the home. You have this beautiful fireplace right here with the floating hearth. And then we'll get over here in this corner and just give you some views back into the dining room and kitchen space. And y'all wait until you see this dining room table. It's got to be the coolest thing I've ever seen across any of the homes we have ever toured. As you can see, there's a lot of floating stuff in here, but the table floats. What? I don't know. I saw that thing and I was like, oh my goodness. Anyway, then on this side of the fireplace, there's actually 2 bedrooms back here, kind of sitting towards the back side of the home. And it's interesting. So you've got, this is the switch down here by the bed, which is pretty neat. But you have this kind of light up here, which is perfect for like a night light or like a reading light or something along those lines, which is pretty cool. Get you over here and check this side out. And then you have this closet. And then the next room that we get into is basically going to be a mirror image of this one. It's got like this built-in, it's almost just like a wardrobe, right? But it's got like this full-length mirror built into the door, which is pretty neat. And then in between this bedroom and the next bedroom, you have this bathroom. This one's kind of got like a more darker mood to it. But double vanities, that's pretty interesting. Just kind of how it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's got like a shelf in the middle, but then you have the two vanities and all of it's floating, right? And then you have, again, toilet. And then this one, same thing as the one from the first bedroom that we saw, but you've got like this nice dark tile in here, which I love. I'm a fan of the dark colors. But then all the way at the back, this is the third bedroom. Like I said, same setup. This one's got some nice views out into the back patio space with the pool. And then this is kind of the same thing. Then you've got your air returns. And then from there, we'll go ahead and work our way over to this dining room. I love it. So it's hard to tell with the chairs around it, right? But they go all the way around. And it is just so neat. Let me move one of these chairs real quick, and then we'll back up and just kind of let you get a good look of it. But that's it. No legs, just floats. So you've got this nice steel beam right here that kind of supports the structure. And then up above us, you kind of have like this reverse tray. And then they just went with all of this indirect light throughout the whole home, which is just super neat. Now, before we dive too far into like the kitchen area and everything, I think we're going to swing over here and go into the master bedroom. We will get outside once we finish this main home, and we'll check out the back patio space, which you can access from this door right here, and then also the pool house. So on this side of the dining room, you do have, again, this pivot door. And that opens up into the master bedroom, which is so unique and so interesting. It's all open to each other, right? It's almost as if you were in like a hotel suite or something like that, just looking out into the woods, right? Beautiful. But then you also have this remote right here, which you can drop each blind down individually if you wanted to, or you can just click the button and they all come down, which is super nice. But if you didn't want to walk around with the remote, or you lost the remote, the whole home is all controlled via this iPad right here. And I'm talking from your robot vacuum cleaner, your robot lawnmower, like all the stuff controlled right there from that iPad. But you've got the water closet with the floating toilet. And I guess we'll do the bathroom part first, and then we'll come back to the bedroom and get some more looks. But y'all, get a load of this vanity right here. It doesn't have any bowls. Zero whatsoever. It's just kind of in the wood, which is super neat, kind of unique, but it works, right? Check that out. Just kind of interesting looking. And then of course you've got the mirrors with the backlights. And then back behind us you have your walk-in shower with the big old rainfall shower head, little frosted glass in here, and then you have the wand shower head as well. And then all the way at the back is your closet. I don't know, just a lot of cool and unique features within this home that I'm just into. But then you also have like this almost like teacup tub, right? Check this out, just sitting over here in the corner, looking out into the woods. And of course the pool area. And then you have your bed space. I love those lamps on either side. They just look really good. And then the ceiling fan is also cool. It's just kind of like the blades are just bent around the centerpiece, which is interesting. And it just keeps going, like, you know, just the fun, neat things like in the kitchen and everything. But right off of the dining room, you do have this wet bar space, little beverage station. Right, so you've got your mini fridge, you have a little prep sink, you do have an ice maker right here, and then you've got the floating shelves, and then just like a fun little, like almost like the perfect entertaining home, right? A little spot to sit here and chit chat, drink a glass of wine or something along those lines. And then from there, you enter into the kitchen. And what I love about this island, other than the fact it is just absolutely ginormous, is that it has storage all the way, or at least on three sides. I don't know if it actually has storage over here on this side. No. So this is just seating space. But three sides of storage, right? Just beautiful. And then I did want to show this out. This is the table. All of the countertops are done up in this epoxy and just custom epoxy, super neat looking. They said it took them like, I think they said 2 or 3 tries to get it right, to get the look that they wanted. And I think it just came out super neat looking. You've got like this cream with like these brown streaks in it, which looks super neat. You do have a little charging outlet in the middle. Then you have your range built into the island. And then you have these kicker lights right here, which are kind of like night lights, which is super nice on the island. That way, if you're coming into the kitchen, I think they're also in the pantry as well. You know, you're looking to get a snack or something like that. You're not doing it blind. You can actually see things. And then along the front wall, essentially, you do have these beautiful windows looking out onto your property and your motor court. You've got this nice big stainless undermount sink. And then on either side of that, just kind of seamless looking, you do have 2 dishwashers. So you've got one on this side and then one on the opposite side. Then these are your refrigerator and freezer, all panelized. You've got your built-in microwave as well as your oven down below that. And then down this way, you start working your way to the garage. So that is your garage door immediately in front of us. And then this is your pantry space. So not too far. But tons of open shelves. Again, with that epoxy countertop. Another prep sink in here. I didn't know if that was, this one was smooth. It was different. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to show you. I thought this was pretty neat too. So up underneath this sink, as well as the sink in the kitchen, you've got these push to open, I think maybe it's just pull out, just kidding. But this is just kind of like your trash can storage space, right? I thought that was pretty neat. Soft close. I'm geeking out about a lot of the stuff in this home. Just so much of it that just piques my interest. It's just like it's brand spanking new to me, right? I don't know if you've seen it or not. If you have, definitely let me know, and while you're doing it, if this home was to be yours, let me know what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange. You know what I mean? And then definitely do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to get into these homes. People wouldn't reach out to us and be like, hey, can you come feature our home? And so ultimately, at the end of the day, it's because y'all take the time to do that and interact with our videos that people want us to come and tour. And I appreciate that. So you've got these drying racks in here. You've got your steamer, another wash basin, stackable washer and dryer. And then along the back wall, you have all of this storage space as well. And I love it. So you can kind of see like the opening on this one, and that's so that the vacuum can come out, but you can also open it, right? And you can manage it. The other cool thing is they've got one of those window robots that goes around. You don't have to, I know everybody asks that question all the time, and you're probably gonna ask it in this home if you haven't already. Keeping those windows clean, that would take forever, but you literally slap that little robot on there and it does it for you. So that's pretty neat. And then you do have this powder room right here. It's got automatic lights. Boop. But that is right next to the garage space, which is right here. Now, oh, automatic lights in here too. So this is the first stall, kind of off by itself. And then you go through this door right here and we'll access the next one. But a lot of stuff in here I want to cover real quick. So right in the middle of each stall, you've got these drains right here. Being in Wyoming, they get snow. So when they come and park, that snow melts and it can go right in the drain instead of just sitting on your concrete and stuff. And then you actually have this mud room out here, which is outside of the house, which is super neat, especially if you're outside playing all day or working. Come home, go ahead and take all your stuff off right here. You don't have to go traipsing through the house. And then you've got your electric panels. It's a little echoey, so I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. And then this door right here actually leads into your security room as well as the crawl space. Look at this, down below your house. I'm not gonna go down there, but the fact that they make it super accessible to get into the crawl space, I love it. And then you have, it looks like it is heated in here. You've got access out into just kind of back behind the house. This doesn't actually lead out into the patio. And then they've got like a little dog run right here. And then through this door over here, there is an EV outlet right there if you had an electric vehicle. And then this is the 2 stall. Again, these drains, I just thought this was neat. I can't tell you how many homes we've toured, and this is the first I'm seeing drains in the garage. I'm sure it's pretty standard in certain locations across the country, but I don't know why I'm not seeing them, right? But then you've got another heater in here as well, and it looks like some attic access space. So very cool. Yeah, this is, I finished up in Utah yesterday, and these guys reached out to us about a month ago, I think, while we were putting together the Utah trip. And then I'm on my way to Minnesota because all these spring parades are all back to back, right? So we figured that it's kind of on the way, and it just kind of made sense. You're not too far from here. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Devil's Tower. It looks like it's like that giant tree-looking thing, like the trunk of a tree that all the climbers come out in here and climb and stuff. I just thought that was neat. I haven't gone out to it. I don't know if I will or not because, you know, I always feel bad about doing that stuff without Jen. But anyway, so this initially was going to be an office, but now it's kind of like a parlor space, which is pretty cool. Of course, you could utilize it for whatever you wanted to. And then it's got like this, let me back up so you can see it. It's got this glass sliding door right here. Right? Just super smooth feeling too. Very cool. And then from there, we will go up these stairs. Up to probably like one of my favorite spots. Just because it is kind of like set up like an office right now. And you know, I could just the views from here. Like, I don't know, I would probably more so orient it this way, looking outside. But could you imagine just sitting up here and working? I asked them if they saw wildlife and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, turkeys and deer all over the place. I was like, man, that's cool. But just a neat spot, a little lofty area. Could be like a game room or just a chill spot, right? Maybe a yoga room or something along those lines. You do have another bar space over here with your sink, and then you also have a mini fridge. Then you've got the mini split up here. And then into this powder room. So man, that is just cool. It's just like the sink sitting on top of this block. It just looks different. And then back behind us, floating shelf and your toilet. Like literally everything in this home is floating, which is cool. Like that's what I was telling him. I was like, this is probably like the most ultra-modern home I've ever toured of all ultra-modern homes. It just feels like it. You know what I mean? With just like the different elements and features of the home. So from here, we'll go ahead and work our way outside. Check out this pool patio space as well as the pool house. And I think the pool house would just be super neat if you did buy the place, because you could literally just kind of like Airbnb it out or rent it out, or if you had family and friends come over that were wanting to check out, like, I think it's a national park that the Devil's Tower is in. If you guys have ever been there, let me know. I think it would be super fun one day. If I ever retire from this, we'll sell the farm and get an RV and just take off across the country, right? But anyway, you've got this built-in flat top out here with the sink. We've got some more LED lights, both in here as well as kind of outside. And then from here, you have the pool. And I didn't know that they didn't use chlorine. Like, I know some people still use chlorine, but hydrogen is a thing now. I don't know anything about pool stuff, but I know that you can open your eyes up in it, and that's all that matters, right? But nice big pool, tons of space out here. You've got an outdoor fire pit. And then the pool house. Now the pool house actually has tons of stuff in it. We're gonna start back here at the back, and it has an outdoor bathroom, right? So if you're, you don't have to go into any of the homes whatsoever. You just got a toilet right here. And I thought that was super awesome. And then this right here is basically the pool house. So you've got your pump, electric panel. It's almost like the whole maintenance utility shed. You've got a furnace out here for the pool house. And then this home is on a well system, so it comes up, it gets filtered through all this crazy contraption stuff. And then it gets stored into this tank right here where it is completely filtered and like beautiful, pure drinking water that they use literally for everything. Not only the pool, but they also use it for drinking water in the house as well as their sprinkler water too. And then into the pool house. So you've got the double doors right here, and then you have a single door going out the front. You've got, we're going to start up towards the front. So there's a bunch of different, you've got like pool rooms towards the back, and then you have like this kitchenette and bedroom up towards the front. So you do have kind of like your little range right here, your little cooktop. You've got your sink. And then you have these two drawers right here, which are your dishwashers. These are just cabinets. I didn't know. Oh, these must be the refrigerators down on that side, or the refrigerator. You've got a built-in microwave. And then a little sitting room. They said they use this room right now for, like they've got a lot of grandkids and stuff that come over. So when everybody's out playing in the pool, they just let the babies take naps and stuff in here so everybody can keep playing, right? Those little ones, they get tired fast. But then you come into the bedroom space, which is kind of neat. You got the bed and just kind of like this partition wall that separates the bedroom from the bathroom space. And then this is kind of that same style of sink that we saw in the master bedroom. It's got a little floating shelf down on the bottom. I don't know why I couldn't think of shelf there for a minute. And then into the shower. And we've been seeing a lot of these like shower towel warmers, right? So you've got the one shower head right there. But the other thing that I like is that instead of having a towel warmer in this room, they have these towel cubbies, which is super neat. And that's kind of one of the things that we were talking about, because what happens if you're reaching out to grab a towel outside of the shower? And that's like hotel rooms have that stuff too, right? They keep the towels kind of on a rack, right? But as soon as you open up this door, ooh, it's cold, right? So just being able to go ahead and grab that towel and dry off and stuff within the shower, I love it. I think it makes sense to me. And then around the corner, you've got kind of the water closet in here as well. And then we've still got, y'all, we've still got, as crazy as it is, we've still got things to see. So, like I said, you do have his and her kind of pool rooms. Is this light automatic? Yeah. So you can come in here, change, or you can even get out of your bathing suit, and they've got this. I didn't know this existed. It's a bathing suit wringer machine. Like it dries it out for you. It looks like a trash can, but it just dries out your bathing suits. What? And then you have a bathroom back here with this vanity. And toilet. Then you have a shower. Stackable washer and dryer. And then this door right here actually leads out into kind of like that fourth stall, right? And whether you parked your fancy car over there or you had someone staying in this pool house, it's just nice. I think this is the refrigerator. Yeah. So you got refrigerator right here and then freezer on the bottom. And then through this way, this is his side. It's another one of those little bathing suit things. And then this side, instead of having it's got shower heads in the sauna, but it also has the sauna. And obviously, you know, I mean, the girls can come over here and use the sauna too, right? But anyway, just kind of super neat. Today we're in American Fork, Utah, and we're getting ready to check out a spectacular new home from an old friend of ours. This one, it has private access down into its own in-law suite, a music room, and just so much more. Let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, I love the name of this home. This is the Tuffted Puffin from Hawkstone Luxury Homes. Now, we just toured their sister company, which is right across the street from Narwhal Homes, and it was absolutely spectacular. And this one, this is every bit as beautiful. The one thing I do love about this home is just like all of the copper accents throughout in this beautiful stonework. I think it looks fantastic. Now inside you are going to find 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. There is a 5-car garage around to the right hand side of the home in the motor court, and all of this sits inside of 6,645 square feet. And like I said, down in the basement it does have a beautifully finished kind of like in-law suite or just detached ADU with private access, which is super cool. But if you are interested in this home, it is currently listed for $3.5 million. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. And oh my goodness, just the views. Just as soon as you walk through the front door, they are gorgeous. Just this amazing mountain range off into the distance with these massive windows. I love it. Probably my favorite thing about touring in Utah, if I'm being honest. Anyway, before we get diving into this home too far, go ahead and turn you around, show you this beautiful foyer. Now, the other thing that I love about this home is just all of the arches that they've incorporated, from this ginormous door right here in this open to above foyer space to just all of the doorways throughout the home. I love some arches, right? And then they even have it over here to the left-hand side when you walk in. You've got these arched steel French doors, which are spectacular. And these are probably, so far, from the tours that we've done, my favorite feature. Definitely love this. Now, this room right here could be a number of things. Kind of looks like it's more so set up like a parlor area currently. It's got this beautiful gas fireplace, coffered ceilings, and it's just kind of got this mood to it. I think it's actually, they called it a music room when they were giving me the tour, but music room, parlor, like they're the same thing, right? Anyway, this is the second one of these pianos that we've seen. I don't know if they're like sponsoring the parade or not, but they like play by themselves. You can hook up different songs to the piano and it'll play by itself if you're like me and don't know how to play them. But anyway, if you're not going to use it as a music room, let me know what you are going to use it for, right? Like this, I would love this just to be an office or a library. This would make a fantastic like little study area. Like, I think it would be awesome. Anyway, continuing down, you do have the stairwell up to both the second floor as well as down into the basement space. And then as you continue down the foyer, you do have a coat closet as well as a powder room all right here. Well, it made me a liar. It could be a coat room, right? It looks more like a linen closet right now. But I'm sure you could just have them put in a hanging towel. That's what I would put in. I would turn it into a coat closet for sure. But you do have the powder room over here as well. So you got the toilet, kind of like this soft sagey green. And then from there, it opens up into all of the common spaces. So just a quick little sneak peek. We are going to dive over here real quick, which is the master bedroom. And y'all get a load of this right here. Look at that accent wall. Gorgeous. So you got the vaulted ceiling, exposed beam, nice big chandelier. Private balcony. What? Kind of just off to the side of the home, so you could do all the people watching as they're, you know, walking, jogging, bicycling, all that fun stuff. And it does have some pretty amazing views out here too. So, you know, honestly, you just grab yourself a cup of coffee and come sit out here in the morning and take in the day. Or at least start it off right, you know what I mean? Give you one more good view of the bedroom, and then from there we will hop into this ensuite. So you've got this ginormous shower right here. It's got the bench in the back. You've got a wand shower head and almost like two rainfall shower heads. Then you've got this great big kind of garden tub sitting just below this window. On the back side, you do have double vanities, a little bit of elbow room in between both of them. You've got the water closet up towards the front. Kind of wraps around, which is pretty neat. It's not like a straight one. And then all the way at the back, you have the closet. Now there is something special in this closet. And that is this laundry room back here with its own like private door, like little dedicated door. So you don't have to look at the laundry room if you don't want to. But it does have stackable washer and dryer. And then just tons of built-ins. And then we will hop back into the living room. Now, if you did get a chance to see the one that we toured, actually we toured one from both Hawkstone as well as Narwhal last year, and then we got to do it again this year. I would love for you guys to kind of tell me which one you prefer this year or last year, or if you like both of them, right? I love this fireplace right here. It kind of tapers off as it climbs up towards the ceiling, which is nice. You have this beautiful big picture frame TV. And then some exposed beams up there. Like I said, huge windows. I kind of want to back up a little bit. I really didn't show this. You do have built-ins on either side of the fireplace. And then from there, we'll go ahead and hop out into the garage real quick. So we'll come back into the mudroom and I'll show you everything. But you do have two stalls right here. It's kind of set up in like this L-shape layout. But we'll just kind of peruse real quick, scope everything out, see what we can find. There's a spigot, so you could put like a little wash basin out here if you wanted to do that. Access out into the motor court. And then over on this side, you have looks like 3 cars over on this side. I don't really see too much. It looks like it is heated, which is nice. And then this door right here is actually interesting. This is that private doorway down to that ADU. And you can actually access it also from the main home, but then it's got this little door right here too, again with the arch and the frosted glass. Love it. Yeah, I'm always excited to come to Utah just because, one, gorgeous homes, two, gorgeous views, but three, I feel like the builders out here just do a little bit, it's just a little different, right? The layouts are always fun and unique and different, and that always makes me happy. We toured one, I think yesterday. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Just so unique. But you've got the mud room. Like all these lockers going all the way up to the ceiling. And then from there you come into this spectacular kitchen. Look at this thing. Beautiful. So you do have some storage here on the front side of the island. I love these little legs. And then on this side of the island, you have 2 dishwashers. And then just tons of storage. I saw this right here. I didn't know what it was. I thought it pulled out for a minute. I thought it was going to be like a lift-up cutting board or something where you could lift it up, kind of cook, take it, I don't know. Just what the things that went through my head when I saw that. But ultimately, it's just a cool looking piece of trim. But then you've got some nice big pendant lights, the apron sink. Again, you can kind of take in those views of the mountains here in the kitchen. And then obviously views into your living room. And then along the back side, you have this beautiful range hood that just kind of wraps up and then kind of tapers to the top, kind of matching your fireplace. And then this is neat. They took the backsplash and used all the same material to create the shelves. And then Wolf appliances. And then along the back wall, you do have your massive freezer and refrigerator, as well as double ovens, little glass pane cabinet, and then from there you enter into your butler's pantry. So this is an ice maker. Got another sink, the built-in microwave, and then this is where all of your cabinets are. And this lemon wallpaper, it's just bright and makes you happy. And then your storage pantry. I feel like you walk in that thing, you can't help but smile, knowing that you're about to get a snack and the wallpaper. What? Anyway, then you've got your dining room space with tons of room. You could honestly put some more built-ins over here, some hutches, you know, whatever you wanted to do. And then from there, we're going to come back outside and scope out this back deck space because, I don't know, I like it. I've been seeing a lot of it lately. I'm hoping that it's a thing. But a little outdoor, kind of uncovered sitting space. And they just kept that copper just kind of going all the way around the home, which is neat. And then this covered like deck space. And then I love these swings out here underneath the pergola. Oh my goodness. Swings are in. It's kind of like a cool chill spot. Got this massive outdoor fireplace. It's like another little parking spot too. You could open up these gates and just park right in here, which is neat. Got the outdoor grill, tons of counter space. I like the pergola, I like the swing, I think it looks really neat. And then just the landscaping in general. You've got like this kind of stone walkway that takes you down to kind of the private patio space for that like ADU area, which is neat. Yeah, we've been seeing swings incorporated both in the house and out of the house. I just think that they work. It's not like they're like on some stiff rods or something, you know what I mean? they actually swing. So you can just, almost like swinging day beds, right? Let me know if you like that idea, or, you know, it's frivolous and doesn't really matter to you. But coming upstairs, this is where you're going to find a lot of the secondary bedrooms. You do have, again, views back down into your foyer space. And then on this side, you have a full bathroom. Kind of like a double vanity, but just with one sink. Interesting. And you've got this linen cabinet here in the water closet. Toilet. Fun tile. And then into the first of the two bedrooms on this side. So you got the tray ceiling with some accent lights up there. Nice and spacious. And then into its closet. And then this room is super fun. So it's just got a little bit of everything in it. It's got the vaulted ceiling, exposed beam. I like how it just kind of matches. Fun little chandelier. And I know it's not part of it, but check out this bed. Kind of cool. It's just fitting. It goes with it, right? And then into its closet. Now I walked through the home. I got a tour of both before we started touring it together. But, okay. I didn't know how many bedrooms were on this side. But get a load of this laundry room. Woo! Oh my goodness. So front load washer and dryer, a little bit of folding space up here. You got some built-ins on either side of that. Some attic access. And then just tons of counter space. That's what I'm talking about. I like these spacious laundry rooms. Just get in here and, you know, handle it. That's stupid, but you know what I mean. You've got a little storage closet. Then you've got the mechanical room with your furnace. There's actually another mechanical room down in the basement as well, which we'll get to. And then you've got two more bedrooms over on this side. That's what I didn't remember, how many bedrooms were over here. So this one kind of sits back towards the back of the house, and this one probably has the most epic view of the mountains. And then into its closet. And then kind of in between these two bedrooms, you've got another bathroom with the double vanities. And then into its water closet. So you got the toilet, nice deep shower and tub. And then back behind us, you got all of these linen cabinets. And then all the way at the back, this is, what are we at? Bedroom number 5. Not like this one. This one's just fun. Even if like it wasn't an all the time bedroom, just think if like your kids had sleepovers or something like that, this would be a cool spot for them to all come and hang out. The little day bench over there. I wonder if there's storage up underneath of it. No. Oh, maybe. No. Had to do a double take. And then into this one's closet. And then from here, we'll go work our way downstairs. If you are loving this home, maybe you don't live in and around the service area of Hawkstone Luxury Homes, well, have no fear. You can reach out to our good friends over at professionalhomeplans.com. Now, while you can't build this exact home, you can draw inspiration from it, and then you can work with the design team and kind of tweak it and let them know, like, take your Pinterest board, you know, all that fun stuff, and just create your own perfect dream home. If you can't find any inspiration in this home or any of the other homes we've ever toured all across the country, they also have tons of pre-designed plans for you to choose from, and you can work with their design team to kind of tweak those and create your own perfect dream home from that. So if you are looking to build your own home, definitely start with professionalhomeplans.com. You can find that link down in the description. So down here in the basement, there is tons of stuff to get into. And look at this, they even kind of matched this little, so one, they utilized the understairs storage as like this kind of fun little play area, right? You got the Dutch door right there. And then they even kept like this coffer awning, which kind of matches the house, right? I think that's pretty neat. But anyway, we'll start over here on this side. You do have another archway leading back here. You have this massive safe and safe room, which is cool. We'll get in there in just a second. Show you this closet. But yeah, I mean, I think this would be pretty neat for a gun room, a wine room, you know, you name it. It's kind of cool looking. I mean, mostly just the safe door. In here, though, you could do it up however you wanted to. And then you have this kind of crafting room. And this sits just below that music room upstairs. So that'd be cool. Somebody's upstairs playing some music. You could probably hear them, maybe. I don't know. I feel like if nothing else, you could get like some faint tones, right? I think it would be cool though if somebody could play the piano and it could hook up into like the whole home sound system. That would be pretty neat. So it could easily carry. And then from there, you've got kind of this family room down here. A little informal sitting space. You've got sliding doors out into the side yard. And then you also have some more sliding doors. There's like 2 sets of sliding doors over here. But kind of a cool cabinet color. And I like that it doesn't have pulls. It's just got like these little holes, which is neat. And then you do have a full bathroom down here, single vanity, and then into the water closet, toilet, standalone shower. And then down here, you can actually access this mechanical room from 2 different places. And I'll show you where that door leads from once we get over there. But you got your electric panels, massive water heater, and then you have 2 more ferni down here as well. And then around the corner, they've got this set up as kind of like it's like a ballet room, right? But literally could be anything. Could be a gym room, whatever you wanted it to be. And again, as we're walking through all these homes, how you see something decorated doesn't necessarily have to be what it is, right? You can kind of, if you like the layout, I think that's probably the biggest thing. And then you capture ideas in terms of what each room looks like to ultimately go into whatever floor plan you end up deciding to build, right? Maybe you like a ballet room, but you like a different type of floor plan, right? Just keep that in mind, right? Or if you love this floor plan, but you've seen another room that you like, you know, then add it to this one. Anyway, so from this point, you can kind of see the threshold change a little bit. And that is because normally there would be a door here. Just they kept it open for the parade. But this is where you would start accessing that ADU space. And this door obviously could lock from probably either side, whichever you preferred. But this would be all of the ADU space down here. That mother-in-law suite or whatever you wanted to use it for. It's got its own ensuite, single vanity, toilet, and then you have a shower and tub. And then back behind us, it actually has a laundry room here, as well as the closet. So that's neat, kind of like a fully sufficient space. And then from there you enter into kind of the living room and kitchen area. Get over here. And like the kitchen is a good size, you know what I mean? Like it's not shabby at all. You got the built-in microwave. You got KitchenAid down here. So we had Wolf upstairs, KitchenAid. And then you have the refrigerator, little coffee spot. And then this is your corner pantry. But look at this. I mean, you got a nice sized pantry in here too. And then this is that other door that leads ultimately into, I think it's locked. Dagnabbit. But you know what was there. It's the mechanical room. And then let's see, this door, this is the private access door. So you can take the stairs back up and either exit out of the side of the house or go back into the garage. And then you also have access out onto this back patio space from over here. And see, it's basically like, realistically, it's like your private little patio space. You get a little fire pit out here. Got the rock wall back up to the main living space, which would be cool if you just had like guests coming over or something like that and they wanted to mingle with the family. I think that would be nice, but then they have their own space. And if nothing else, you could put like a little grill over here, maybe like a little bitty jacuzzi, something like that. Today we're in Eagle, Idaho, and we're getting ready to check out a magnificent new home from Highland Homes. Y'all, this thing is absolutely incredible. So let me turn you around, I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, I hope y'all are ready for this one right here. This is the largest home in the Boise Parade of Homes, period. Like, this thing is just absolutely incredible. This is the Creekside from Highland Homes. Just get a load of the exterior of this home. And this is just the front side, like basically hidden. The back side is like the coolest part with some spectacular views. But you got a little stucco, a little stone, and then this beautiful natural wood here on the front side of the home. Now inside you are gonna find 5 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, and then around the corner over here, you have a 5-car garage plus an RV stall, which is absolutely epic. And all of this sits inside of, wait for it, 13,704 square feet. Now, this home is already sold. But if you were to purchase something similar to it and on a similar lot size, it does sit on approximately 5 acres, you can expect to pay in between $7 and $8 million. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty, y'all, buckle up, prepare yourselves, because there are so many cool things. The master bedroom and ensuite, the kitchen, like it is all absolutely spectacular. Now, this is your view. When you do walk through the front door, you have views up towards like a common space, and then of course, views out. Like you don't want to miss the mountain views anywhere within this home, and you just have these great big windows that are basically sliding glass doors that can open all the way up. But before we get into it too far and I get too excited and too giddy, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick, and I will show you off this front entryway. So you've got the double doors right here, massive foyer, open to above, big old chandelier, and then just tons of space in here. Like you can do a number of things in terms of decorating, and you know, go crazy. And then just off of that, let me kind of shut, at least semi-shut one of these doors. So you do have these nice big glass pane doors that open up into this office space that sits up towards the front of the home. So nice, dark, moody color palette in here. You have this huge built-in, kind of like a little coffered ceiling, if that's what, I would imagine that's what you call that type of ceiling. It looks coffered, right? But just tons of space in here. Though I haven't mentioned it yet, I'll go ahead and tell you. There's a basketball court inside the house. There's a gym room. There's basically, well, the basketball court and the gym kind of double as a pickleball court as well. Just tons of space. And then the outdoor entertaining area is to die for. And everything is centered around these spectacular mountain views. And I'm all about it, right? Anyway, all right. So from there, we're going to transition into the living room and then kind of work our way around. Try and get a good flow through here. And then eventually we'll come back and right here where we are right now. So there are 2 sets of stairs in this home. This is the first set, and then there's another set on the back side. And then obviously it opens up into all of your common spaces. So you've got kind of like your main living room area. You have a sitting area back behind that, and then your dining room and kitchen space. And this kitchen back behind us, y'all, it is large. Oh my goodness. Anyway, beautiful fireplace right here with the stone going all the way up to the ceiling. You do have these wooden ceilings throughout this main common space with this exposed beams. So very nice, love that. You have these beautiful built-ins on either side of the fireplace with kind of like some open shelving. And then just like a plaster, almost like a cement, but it's definitely plaster, surround on this really nice big gas insert. And then I'll go ahead and pan you around just from this angle. Y'all get a load of this kitchen. Woo! And if you think the kitchen's big, just wait until you see the pantry. What? Craziness. Anyway, so then you've got this little sitting area just on the inside of this massive sliding glass door. Now we're going to step out onto the back patio, but we're going to do it from the game room because if you just think about it, all of these, and even on the other side of this wall right here, there's another sliding glass door just this size. All of that can open up onto the back patio. So just tons of like entertaining indoor outdoor kind of space. And then you have your dining room. Again, just sitting on the inside. So it looks like they've got a little outside one as well. Some fun little pendant lights hanging down over the top of the table. And then again, they carried the ceilings in here into the dining room and kitchen space. But there is just so much elbow room. Nothing feels like it's on top of each other. I know it's all open to each other, but what I hate the most in homes is when everything just is crammed together, right? I love that breathing room But anyway, from there, you have this little bar space, right? You've got the waterfall edge, a little inside bar space, and then you have this cafe style window that would open up, and which is really nice and handy because you've got the grill right here. So even if you weren't like serving drinks out of it, you could pass like food back and forth, right, from the grill. But very nice. You got the wine fridge. Almost got like a hammered stainless sink. What? And then we've got a couple different places to go. So I think what we're going to do first is we are going to swing in here. Probably going to jack up all of the flow, but I love this room. Not this closet, this is just the furnace, but this room right here. So this is the master bedroom. And y'all, ooh boy, my goodness. Look at this thing. So you've got the vaulted ceiling with like the shiplapping, nice big oversized chandelier, tons of windows. And then this I love this fireplace more than the fireplace in the living room. Like, look at this thing. It's got like this nice wood surround with the stone, again, going all the way up to the ceiling. It's like farmhouse without being farmhouse, but it definitely is farmhouse. You know, I don't know. But tons of space in here. Love it. You've got these nice hard or wide plank floors running throughout. And then get a load of this. Just off of the master bedroom itself, you have this retreat area. And get a load of this thing. Oh my goodness, nice big vaulted ceiling. And actually the vault in here is a lot steeper than the vault in the bedroom itself. That way that you can like get more views of the sky, right? Just absolutely spectacular. But anyway, this could be literally anything, right? You could turn this into anything you wanted to, whether it be an office, maybe a little gym room, like sky is the limit, little coffee area in the morning time, or just like an evening retreat, right? You've got this nice built-in, nice big light fixture, and then you have your private kind of patio space away from everyone else. Just beautiful. Now, as we are walking through this home, let me know what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if you were to have this home, right? Or if you were to build something like it. I would love to hear it. And then also do me one favor, because if it wasn't for you guys hitting that subscribe button and watching all of these videos like you are right now, we wouldn't be able to get into homes like this, right? They just wouldn't. They'd be like, who is this little redneck fella in his plaid shirt trying to tour this amazing, gorgeous home that we built? And I'm like, and I don't know. Who am I? But, you know, with you guys, at least we've got the power of y'all kind of behind us, and that definitely helps us get into some of these spectacular homes. So anyway, into the master bathroom. So this thing is a steam shower with built-in Wi-Fi. What? Cool beans. I mean, and it's got like a little like screen right there to operate everything. And then my favorite part is not just this tub, right? But you have towel warming drawers. What? What is that? Right? Look at that. Oh, maybe it's this one down here. Look at that. You put your towel in this thing, it's a wolf towel warmer drawer. Fancy. Almost like a microwave for your towels. But nice big soaking tub. I've never seen a towel warming drawer before. I've seen the towel warming racks, which, you know, they're okay. I'm not a super fan of how they look. But then you've got double vanity with a little makeup vanity in the middle. And then, of course, heated floors, right? I mean, you're not going to have something like this and not have heated floors. And I can feel the warmth radiating onto my toes. But a little water closet. Oh, maybe we're not going to jack up everything. It's not a pass-through closet. That's nice. Whew. Dodged a bullet on that one. Anyway, you got the linen closet, and then it opens up into this massive master closet. So tons of built-ins. got a steamer, a washer dryer combo, and then you've got this nice big dresser here in the middle. Very cool. So this is one of my favorite rooms in the whole house. We're going to start working our way over to my other favorite one after we get through the kitchen, which the kitchen is magnificent, but it's the accompanying butler's pantry, the scullery, if you will, is every bit as magnificent. So here in the kitchen, that came out weird. I'm a little excited if you can't tell. I'm a little giddy, right? But so you've got like this eating island, Taj Mahal countertops on both this island as well as the next island and into the backsplash. And it's just a really pretty like kind of countertop. Look at it. It almost looks like a stormy ocean almost, right? Super cool looking. But some nice big oversized light fixtures on the little snack bar. And then on the back side, you have this island. Looks like there's push to open cabinets. Ooh, nice and deep too, like real storage. But beautiful island. And then on this side, look at the size of these drawers. These things are massive. Then you've got the undermount sink. Again, some more nice big pendant lights. And then you have panelized dishwasher and the trash can drawer. And then along the back wall, you have these beautiful glass pane cabinets that stand on either end, and then just tons of cabinets and drawers. And then, of course, your Wolf range with the double ovens. Apparently, this is a new style of Wolf range with the white on it. Normally, we see like the cafe style appliances that are colored, but they said that these are brand new for Wolf, just kind of released. So that's pretty neat. And then you've got this pot filler. And again, they took the countertops, kind of wrapped it up into the backsplash. And then cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling, so you don't have to worry about doing any dusting. And then along this far wall, you have your Sub-Zero refrigerator and freezer, all panelized. And then this nice big kind of buffet space. So beautiful. I mean, this has got to be one of definitely the largest kitchen spaces that I've ever seen. I mean, we've toured some big ones, right? But just in terms of like elbow room and that type of stuff, it's massive. And then get a load of this thing. This is probably my second favorite room beyond the master bedroom. So this is your butler's pantry, and just gorgeous. So you've got the refrigerator, you've got a built-in microwave and another oven, and then just tons of counter space in here. Could you imagine in the holidays when they come rolling around, right? I'm talking, you can just lay the spread out in here, and you don't even have to have it in the kitchen. People can come in here and just start grabbing stuff off the countertop and kind of working their way around before exiting and going to find a cool space outside to sit down, right? Man, I would love it. Anyway, I do love the tile backsplash too. It's kind of like fish scales or mermaid scales. Something along those lines. Beautiful kind of like open shelves with that accent light, and then some more open shelves on either end. You do have another dishwasher and trash can drawer in here. And then look at this. They took the tile and just kind of wrapped it around the windows. Super neat. And then of course here, I'm not even going to try and tell you what that mountain is off into the distance in terms of the name. I know that is their ski resort right there, so you've got views of the ski resort, which is pretty neat. And then all the way up kind of towards the front of the butler's pantry, you've got like a little mini desk space. And then around the corner, you have the 2 secondary bedrooms. I think there are 4 secondary bedrooms total, but my goodness, get a load of the size of these things. I wouldn't even, this is the size of a master suite for sure. Like just absolutely beautiful. Like I'm salivating, you know. And this is the last home of the day, so it's just like perfect way to end it. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna go home, back to the hotel and just kind of cry in my pillow a little bit. And then when I get home, I'm gonna tell Jen, you know, that's it, we're moving. Let's go. I need this thing in my life. 5 acres, I'd be okay with 5 acres. Right, that's a good sized lot. Not too close to anybody, right? I can go out into my backyard and I don't have to talk to anyone. But into its closet. And then this right here is crawl space access. So the panel just kind of lifts up and you can get up underneath of the house. Quick escape hatch. And then into its ensuite. This one's got the nice deep tub with the shower. Kind of like a scalloped tile too. It's got some ridges in there. And then opposite that room is this room, which again, absolutely gorgeous, super tall ceilings, beautiful light fixture. Could you imagine you're a kid, right? And you get one of these like ginormous bedrooms. I feel like growing up, my bedroom was probably like half this size, which is cool. I'm happy, right? I had a bedroom, which is nice. But like my own bedroom. But anyway, beautiful little sitting area. And then into its closet. It's crazy. I feel like we've only seen half the house so far. Wild, right? Single vanity, toilet, and then this one's got a shower, standalone shower, which is insane. Just the magnitude of this home is crazy. So back to the kitchen area, then you've got this little hallway that takes you back to the foyer and all of that space. So let's go ahead and cross over. We'll come back this way, and I may have jacked this up too. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Might be doing a little, no, I think we can do this real quick. All right, so you've got this, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick. So you've got this nice, big, thick, arched doorway with this massive custom handmade door, which is pretty neat, nice and thick. Super cool. Now this is going to be like the game room space. So if you know the adults are over there hanging out in the main living areas, the kids can come over here and chill out, right? So this whole side of the house is kind of dedicated to that stuff. I think there's a couple bedrooms over here, but a lot of it, this is going to be your play area, right? So you've got this nice big sitting area right here. And obviously, you know, as we're walking through this home, how it's staged and set up, that's merely ideas, right? You don't have to take that for what it is. If you were to live in a home like this, you could obviously decorate it and design it however you wanted to. So just keep that in mind as we're walking through it. Maybe you see something that you don't necessarily like in a certain location, or maybe you want something different in that location. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But you've got a nice little wet bar over here. Beautiful gray countertops. I love that. Some open shelves, a little beverage chiller, and a prep sink. And then on the opposite side, so this is open, again, to the pool, hot tub area. So you do have kind of like easy access in here. So everybody that's outside playing doesn't necessarily have to go traipsing through the house to get to a bathroom. So you can just come in here. and do what they got to do. And then it's got a nice little storage closet over here too. So like, think games, think that type of stuff, right? And then from there, we'll go ahead and hop outside since we're over here and check out this back patio, and then of course the pool and all that fun stuff. So you do have this double-sided fireplace, so no matter what side of the party you're on, you can still kind of catch the vibes, right? I love double-sided fireplaces. You do have these tray ceilings with these beautiful wood accents up in the ceiling. And then on this side, kind of saw it as we were passing through the living room and everything, but you've got sitting area, little outside dining table, and then the grill. And then this is the other side of the fireplace. And then from there, it drops down into your pool area. Looks like, I think this is AstroTurf. Maybe? Yeah. But you've got the jacuzzi, you've got this pool area, little putting green. And let's get back here. Little fire pit. But check out this rear elevation real quick. Just get a load of this thing right here. Oh my goodness. I love it. It's huge. I'd never want to clean it though, but obviously you're probably going to hire someone to clean it. And I think, I see that in the comments all the time, like, how are you going to clean a house that big? That's what's going to happen, right? Because if you bought this house, you're too busy to clean your house, making that money. But anyway, we got some stuff over here to catch before we go upstairs. And this is going to be like the mudroom space of the home. So like your hall tree, or lockers rather. And then you've got a little bit of storage down on the bottom. And then back behind that is a powder room. And this beautiful like single piece sink, which is really nice. And then this is kind of the second laundry room, if you count the one in the master bedroom, technically as a laundry room. A place to do laundry, but nice folding space. Got the sink, little spot to put some hampers. I think there's 3 of them. And then look at all this like storage space. Really nice. And then into this closet. And then from here, we'll go hop out into the garage. I know they're getting ready for like a party for after building it, but we'll go scope it out. Oh, nice. No one's even back here. Cool. That works out. So this is the 4-stall garage, and then technically if you count there's actually 2 other stalls that you can utilize, but they've turned it into like the golf simulator space. But technically this could be like a 6-car garage, including those over there. Plus, you have the RV storage, which, you know, if you didn't have an RV or anything like that, a lift, right? Car lift. And then you could put even more cars in here. But anyway, all of these are storage and utility closets going all the way down. And other than that, I really didn't see too much more stuff in here. They got a little bit of parade stuff happening, like in terms of just things everywhere. So, but anyway, more to see. And this is the second flight of stairs up to the top floor. We'll get to that in just a little bit. You do have another storage closet in here. And this could be like a coat room as well, because this door right here, and you can kind of see like the weather stripping and stuff like that. This could be another garage. But I guess before we get out there, you do have some understairs storage. Don't want to miss this thing. Then you got like another crawl space access up underneath of the house. It just kind of wraps around under the stairs. But anyway, so like I said, this could be the second garage access point, like stalls. But obviously right now they have it as this golf simulator. Now, I'm going to step out here. Like I said, they got some stuff that they're setting up. But just to kind of show this off to you, so you do have these two garage stalls, right? And this is your motor court. So I'm going to back up a little bit, let you scope all of this out. So just a massive motor court. And then this over here would be your RV stall, which again is just ginormous. And then if you didn't want, obviously, an RV, right? I think you could probably fit a car lift in here. Something along those lines. Now let's see if I can get back in through this door. Oh yeah, but where does it, oh nice. We just did a circle. Very cool. So, would you keep the golf simulator, turn it into something else, but still not utilizing the garage stalls? Or, you know, are you going to have like your dream car collection and you're going to put all that in here? And then right past that, you have this gym area, pickleball court / basketball court, with again, tons of views, access outside, so you can open up these doors too, and the kids can just come in here if they wanted to and play, or you could play, or whatever, right? And then the cool part, and we'll see this once we get upstairs, because we haven't even touched upstairs yet, y'all. Ridiculous. And the upstairs is massive as well, but you do have views up to the gym room, and then you've got a little gym storage in here as well. Like, I could fly the drone in this house and not have to worry about hitting a thing. I'm just kidding. I totally would. And then I'd be terrified. Anyway, so from here we'll go ahead and work our way upstairs. Got one more day here. And I'd have to say, there have been some pretty neat homes. A lot of great ideas coming from these homes. And the fact that we got to tour the biggest one in the parade, that tickles me. But anyway, this is your gym area. Just massive. Like, I feel like I'm actually at like the rec center or something. And then from there, we'll dive into some stuff. Now, one of the cool things is this big jumbo space, which is finished dry storage. Of course, you could utilize it for whatever you wanted to, right? Maybe turn this into, you know, I'm on YouTube all the time, so like, could be my studio, right? But it could be anything. Got your electric panels, and then over here, you have your mechanical closet. I'm not gonna mess with it, but I don't wanna like peel the paint off of it. But this is your upstairs laundry room. So this would technically be your third laundry room. You got washer dryer hookups. And then this is kind of like a storage closet, maybe like a nice linen closet, something along those lines. And then you have this common bathroom, which I believe connects to another bedroom. I'm not sure. We'll have to go check that out in a second. But I want to like wrap around. I don't want to go straight into it. But you do have double vanity. And then in your water closet, you got the toilet and a nice big tub space. Actually, you know what? Because it's too easy just to wrap back around. So we'll just dive in here. So what is this, bedroom number 4? Nice and spacious. I'm looking at like the time and everything like that, and I don't feel like necessarily I'm running through things. I feel like there's been sections where I've really been taking my time, but at the same time, for 13,000 square feet, like I feel like we're kind of cruising through it, right? But I think what that comes from, this is just me talking, but is the fact that it's just wide open, right? It's not a bunch of different little rooms. It's a bunch of different massive rooms. Which, again, I'm a fan of. I know some of y'all aren't. I know you want some more of your, like, subdivided homes, I guess. But I want to be able to have a Nerf gun fight, with my kids. And I think there's just enough walls to make that happen in a home like this. And it's so much room, like, you think about some Nerf gun battles, that would be epic. But, so this is the staircase going back down to the main level. I just want to kind of step over here real quick and show the view of the foyer from up here. And then this is pretty neat as well. So you've just got like this living room space and then this kind of playroom area or whatever you wanted it to be. And then views out onto your balcony and then epic views of the valley. So very cool. Now this is a neat room. Again, you've got the glass sliding doors, but they open up into kind of this space with the day beds. And I think what they were going for is kind of like a guest room, if you will. But you have this beautiful vaulted ceiling, the nice big light fixture, and then sliding glass doors that open up onto this balcony. And while I wish this was almost like, I don't know, a spot near the kitchen, but with a balcony, right? Because this, I just imagine mimosas and like breakfast and just hanging out and taking in this epic view. I don't know. It's just where my mind goes. But see what else we got. I think we still have another bedroom. So down this hall, some more storage. And then this is the 5th bedroom. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in American Fork, Utah, and we're getting ready to check out, y'all, this home. It is wild. 1, it's over 11,000 square feet. 2, it has the works, from a 2-story master closet to a beautiful pantry and everything in between. Let me turn you around and I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, get a load of this home right here. I am so excited about it just because the amount of things inside of this home, it's wild. And I've only just barely scratched the surface. So this is the Creekside Chateau from Kaizen Custom Homes. And inside, you're going to find 6 bedrooms, 7.5 bathrooms. It does have a 3-car garage right here on the front of the home. And all of this sits inside of 11,820 square feet. I mean, like, just insane. The kitchen, gorgeous. And just wait until we get upstairs to that master bedroom. Oh my goodness, that closet alone. Whew, I love it. Anyway, if you are interested in a home like this, you can expect to pay between $4 and $4.5 million. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. We've got 2 massive homes that we've got to knock out before the parade opens. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. I feel like we're going to spend some time in here. But this is your beautiful view. Just as soon as you walk in, you do have a stairwell going up to the second floor, and then just tons of like beautiful open space. But before we dive into all of that, I'm going to turn you around and show you this massive foyer, beautiful arched steel frame doors, and then it is two-story open to above. You actually have like a barrel vault just way up in the ceiling up there. And then of course you've got this nice big chandelier hanging down over the top of it all. And I'll just back up, give you a little look-see at everything, just in terms of where all you could put stuff. And then we will dive right in. We'll start over here to the right-hand side when you walk in the office. So you do have this, the double doors with the frosted glass. And then just this nice big built-in. You actually have the tray with like this drop down in the middle, which is pretty neat. And you're looking at like 8 o'clock in the morning in terms of sunshine, right? But just tons of room in here, just an absolutely massive space. And I love the colors, just kind of like soft, neutral colors throughout the home. You know, beiges and whites and stuff like that. And then as you continue down the foyer, we're gonna go ahead and hang a left over here to what they call the in-law suite, which basically this home has 2 master bedrooms, is essentially what it is, which is neat. I didn't even, once I got upstairs, you got a coat closet right here, and saw the actual like master bedroom itself. I was like, oh my goodness, crazy. Anyway, so into the bedroom. Beautiful ceiling treatment, another nice big chandelier. Like this whole home just, it feels amazing, like extraordinary. You know what I mean? And as we walk through the home, you let me know kind of what type of feeling you get from it. And also let me know what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if this home was to be yours. And, you know, while you're down there, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. That way we can get into more homes like this. Anyway, you do have like your own private balcony kind of right out this this bedroom, and then it's got the 2-sided fireplace. We'll actually get out there in just a little bit through another door, but we'll hop over here into the ensuite. And you've got the double vanities with the makeup vanities, and you're going to see that. I don't know if you just noticed that the kick lights kind of automatically turned on. That's in most of the bathrooms in the house. So even if you haven't turned on the light, maybe you're stumbling into a bathroom, you know what I mean, at nighttime and it's all dark and stuff, at least when you walk in, you have a little bit of light, which is super nice. But anyway, into the shower, rainfall shower head. You've got your wand shower head, nice big bench, and then you have your normal shower head, 0 threshold into the shower. And then around the corner, you have this beautiful soaking tub with the high back. Now, there are automatic, well, not automatic, there's remote blinds throughout the home, and I'll show you that kind of once we start getting towards the pantry area. But so you don't have to worry about privacy and stuff, you know, when you're in your shower or tub or any of that stuff. But so this is the closet. Like, that's what I mean. This alone feels like a master suite, and it's literally just the in-law suite, which is wild. So full-length mirror, you've got this dresser in the middle with like your jewelry boxes. That looks like it probably goes all the way around. You've got this beautiful day bench right here. And then from here, we'll work our way out into the main living sections. Now, I saw the picture, because it's almost like just renderings for the Utah Valley Parade of Homes like app. So you don't really get a full like feel of the place until you actually get here. And, ooh, I mean, it is just, it's wild. But anyway, into the living room, which just, again, super grand, beautiful light fixture. Again, really nice ceiling treatment up there as well. And then this fireplace just soaring up to the ceiling. You've got a couple built-ins on either side with almost like some batten strips, just kind of accenting it. A little bit of storage. And then it's almost like this gold trim. Oh, it's even, you see the gold flakes like inside the fireplace? Whew, man, fancy. Anyway, I just kind of noticed that too. There is actually quite a lot of like gold trim throughout the home. But just giving you some views. Nice big windows. And then your views up on the catwalk. But let's go ahead and step outside real quick and we'll check out all of these outdoor spaces. Now, I think you do have a walkout basement as well. There's actually a kind of like an indoor pool downstairs, which is super neat. But again, two-sided fireplace. You have a covered deck space, and there's actually another one upstairs from the master suite. But just massive out here, super tall. Views down into the lower patio space with your outdoor kitchen. And then some uncovered deck space as well. Man, this thing just, like, the outside just kind of wraps around, just with all the stone and everything. Looks really nice. All right, so we'll get back inside and go check out this kitchen. And I think you guys are gonna like it, especially the pantry. The pantry's got like, well, I'm not even gonna tell you, I'll just wait till we get there. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, cool. Actually, let's hit the dining room first, and then we'll dive into the kitchen. So again, oh my goodness, look at this ceiling. How cool is that? But this table is massive too. And again, you have access through this sliding glass door out onto the back deck space. Just gorgeous. Then from there, we'll hop into the kitchen. And check this out. Even on the end of this island, you've got like some accent lights, which is really neat. There is storage on the front side of this island. We'll open up some of the storage on the back island in just a minute. There is seating on both sides, so this could be like a snack bar, just kind of like a chill spot. Oh, there's storage over here too. Nice. But then you've got a second island, and this is going to be more like your working island. Waterfall edge on either side. This is that Taj Mahal countertop. And that's on both of these islands, but it looks like they changed it up a little bit on the back side. And then just like 3 rope lights, kind of, that's pretty neat, actually. Just a little different. But anyway, on this side, you've got some pop-out outlets. And then tons of cabinets. Look at all these cabinets. Holy cow. Built-in microwave. And then actually, I want to back up a little bit because I didn't even show it to you. On this side, you've got 2 refrigerators and a freezer. All panelized. Which is 2 refrigerators, man, that's nice. I guess it would almost be like having two doors to the refrigerator, and then you would have like a separate freezer, you know what I mean? But anyway, on the back side, you've got some utensil drawers. You've got the range thermidor. And I don't know if a lot of the stuff is panelized, so I'm not quite sure if it's all thermidor or not. Probably the microwave's thermidor too, but anyway. Is this a spice rack? Of course it is. Nice and wide too. Love it. And then the range hood is just massive. You got a pot filler. Almost feels like, it's probably not, but it feels like that decking material. And then on this side, you have the sink looking out into the backyard space, massive window. You've got the dishwasher, and then, I don't know if this is a trash can drawer. Yeah, the trash can drawer. And then from there, you have 2 arches on either side of the kitchen space. And actually, it kind of wraps around a little bit. So through this one, you enter into your pantry space. And get a load of this thing. So one, let me show you this real quick because I've already talked about it. So you've got a little remote right here. You can click all and then just click close. And you've got these remote blinds that come all the way down. And like I said, that runs throughout the house. And then from there, it looks like you've got another trash can drawer. Another dishwasher. Back behind us, you've got 2 ovens. And then look at all of this storage space back here. Beautiful, like these slide outs. Little coffee station, which looks like it closes up. It's got these doors that pull out. I don't want to mess anything up, but with like your espresso machine, right? Just trying to, I don't know if that opens or not. But anyway, back behind us, you have another freezer. And then this looks like it's got some outlets in there, so it could be like an appliance garage. And then the super cool thing that I really loved about this home is that this door right here is the garage access door for the pantry itself. So you can actually access the garage from 2 different locations. Ooh, I didn't even see this. You got an ice maker too? Now for this tour, we're not going to be going into the garage. It's 3 single stalls just to kind of give you an idea of it. They've got a lot. They're setting up for the parade, which again, you know, that starts in just a couple hours. So we'll leave them to that. But just know it's 3 stalls. And then you've got a coat closet. Looks like you could hook up like your vacuum or something in there. And then you also have a powder room back here as well. You got this beautiful vessel sink, floating vanity, and then the toilet. I believe it's one of those smart toilets that the lid pops up. They just have it taped down right now. And then you have the mud room with all of these beautiful big lockers everywhere. And those go all the way up to the ceiling. And then in the middle, which I find super cool, this is your lower level laundry room, just kind of hidden between all of this. Kind of the perfect place for it, you know what I mean? Especially if like that's your mudroom area, you've been outside playing, maybe you've been on your dirt bikes or your 4-wheelers, or you're coming back from the lake or something like that. And you can just quickly get rid of those dirty clothes or shoes or whatever the case may be. That way you're not tracking it through the house. But you have washer dryer hookups, you've got a steam machine. These look like just like laundry hamper drawers. That's neat. That's what I love about all these homes, just how they kind of keep them tidy. Even look at this, like the little backsplash just kind of rolls up into the windowsill. Very cool. All right, so from here, we're gonna go work our way upstairs, and then we'll come back down and check out the basement, which has all of the fun like playthings and the pool and all that stuff. But yeah, y'all definitely let me know what you're thinking about this home down in the comments. And just this section up here, this is what I really want to hear your thoughts on. Once we, like, this whole area right here is all kind of master suite. But anyway, we'll start over here on this side. You do have like this kind of lounge area sitting up towards the front of the house. You got the vaulted ceiling, exposed beam, kind of a fun light fixture with like, almost like blown glass, little bubbles. That's what it looks like. And then next to that, you've got a little media center. A little extra work area. And these are neat. They're like built into the wall. They don't like protrude or anything. That's kind of cool. Kind of maximizing that desk space. Then from there, we will hop into this bedroom. So again, we'll shut this one so you can kind of get a good look of it. You have double doors into the master bedroom, frosted glass. It's kind of keeping that privacy, but still looking awesome. And then you've just got the room itself. Private access out onto your own deck. Beautiful ceiling. Massive, y'all, this thing is humongous. Light picture right there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, tons of space in here. And I love it just like it's covered, but it allows just like a good bit of natural light. And then you've got this fireplace. And they've got the picture frame TV up there, but the mantle itself is super wide. And then you can access the ensuite from two different sides. So when you first walk in on this side, you've got this makeup vanity. And then back behind us, beautiful soaking tub, another light fixture, kind of matching the one that was in the bedroom itself. And then you have these two different vanities. This one's actually neat. It's got like waterfall edges on either side. And then same thing, looks like you've got a pass-through shower, rainfall shower head, just massive adjustable shower heads, and then you've got your wand shower head. And it looks like it's a steam shower too. It's got the little thingamabob down there and the little settings right here on the wall. And then I know I didn't mention it, but both of these doors that access the ensuite, they're both pocket doors. And then check this out. We're starting to work our way towards the closet, and you have this beautiful barrel vault. Kind of fun. Like, I love like the accent. It's like a coffered-esque look to it. You've got the water closet. You got kicker lights in here? Yeah. And then into the closet. Y'all get a load of this thing. Oh my goodness. Woo. It is gorgeous. So all the shoe racks just kind of wraps around. When I'll take you upstairs too. That's the cool thing about these tours, right? They'll have it blocked off for the parade, but we'll actually get up there in just a second. I want to look at some of these things. I like that your clothes aren't just hanging out in the open, right? Being able to have something like that. And then from here, you can, it's almost like a spiral staircase. We've seen some two-story closets before, but I don't know. I like this one. It's just neat. And then again, you've got these same kind of barrel vaults that we saw in the foyer. They kind of match with these kind of beautiful arched windows. And then just get a load of your view from up here in this closet. That's cool. Again, you know, some days I walk into some homes and I'm like, oh, it's a home. And then other days, they just kind of reignite that excitement in me a little bit. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this is your upper level laundry room. You've got a little folding space, front load washer and dryer. You've got a wash basin. And then on the back side, again, you've got another steamer, all of your basket drawers, and then just a little extra counter space. And then across the catwalk, I think there's 2 rooms over here, yeah. So this, to the left-hand side, this is up towards the front of the home. This is the first of the 2 bedrooms. Nice vaulted ceiling, exposed beam. Just a really pretty room. And then I think I don't know, I feel like I like the look with like this arch around the shower. I don't know if I'd want it in every room though, but it's not in every room. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying there. But anyway, this tub right here, massive tub. Like, I feel like there's a fine line between dated and not dated. But I don't know if that makes sense. Y'all tell me. Am I making any kind of sense? I like it, but at the same time, I think you could go wrong with it really fast with something like that. Anyway, on the back side, this is, what is this, the 4th bedroom? Basically, the exact same layout, a mirror image of the one we just came out of. And then into its ensuite. I like the openness, I think, a little bit better, definitely. But after looking at the 2, kind of back to back, that's kind of where I stand with it. And then into its closet. And now we get into the good stuff. Now, if you are loving this home and maybe you don't live in and around American Fork, the Utah Valley, or Kaizen Custom Homes service area, well, have no fear. You can reach out to our good friends over at professionalhomeplans.com. While you can't build this exact home, you can draw tons of inspiration from it, because there is tons of inspiration in here. And you can work with their design team to craft that perfect dream home for you and your family. If you can't find any inspiration from this home or any of the homes that we've toured all across the country, well, again, have no fear. They have plenty of pre-designed plans for you to choose from, and then you can work with their team to kind of tweak those plans and craft them into your perfect dream home. So if you are looking to build your own home, definitely start with professionalhomeplans.com. All right, down here in the basement, get a load of this thing right here. Woo! Talk about a fun little playhouse. We've been seeing a lot of that. And I like it. I've got 2 young ones, you know what I mean? And I think they would absolutely love this stuff. Now, I'm going to try and get down. I'm not going to get up here, which I feel like, but we're going to go see what's back there. And I'm going to have to get down here and kind of shimmy a little bit, because it's low. Okay, it's got a little ladder back here. Oh man, it just keeps going. Look at this thing. Ooh. We made it. That's cool. And then you've got a little ladder that they can access this kind of top part right here. Very nice. All right, give me a second. We toured one yesterday that had a slide. It was like a spiral slide going down into the basketball court, which was super neat. And I actually took it. Felt like a little kid again. But towards the back, Another fun room. Got all the bunk beds. Staircases going up to the top bunk so you don't have to. I feel like that was always the struggle. I feel like growing up, we never had like the ladders or anything. You had to get on the foot of the bed and kind of like shimmy up. But you always called the top bunk into its ensuite and closet. And then on the back side, this would be good for like, down here would be good if you had like family visiting or something like that, right? And they had some kids. The parents could stay over here. All the kids could stay over there. Good to go. Especially, I feel like if you lived in a place like this, people are always going to be wanting to come and visit. You know what I mean? There's just so many activities to get into. But into its ensuite with the single vanity, toilet, and then you've got a shower and tub here, again with the arch. And then into its closet. And that's nice. Check this out. It's got its own like washer dryer combo. Handy. That's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff in this home to kind of get through. But down here you've got like a little chill spot. It's kind of like a little lounge area. And then you do have sliding glass doors out into the indoor pool. We will get out there. We're just going to utilize a different door. And then you've got a little kitchenette, maybe like a little wet bar space, something along those lines. It does have a built-in microwave. You've got the prep sink, little ice maker, and that's because there is a movie theater in here as well. And then up underneath of the stairs, nice little reading nook. Check that thing out. I guess we'll start on this side. But this is the movie theater room. Just kind of steps down just like an actual theater. Kind of neat. Carpet is super soft in here too. Feels good on my toes. I have socks on, don't worry. But all right, let's go this way first. Scope this out. You got the utility room. Let's see if I can find a light. It's way over there. Nope, that's the water heater and furnace light. All right, well, hopefully you can see. You've got furnace, AV stuff. You've got the water heater back there. And then you've got another furnace kind of back behind us. And then down these stairs, you work your way to your basketball. Oh man, check this out. Got a little rock wall. I mean, you could do a number of things with this, right? Even if you didn't want like a court or anything like that. You could turn this thing into a gym room, right? We've talked about all that. But I feel like Utah, they have so many, like we came out here last year and toured a bunch of homes. And we saw a soccer field, we saw all types of cool stuff inside of these homes. But so on either side, you've got these storage rooms. And I know I'm going to get some comments saying the signs say don't enter. Ooh, what is this? But that's why we tour these homes, because we get permission, we get access, and we can tour them. All of them. Which is neat because, I mean, if you do come here on the parade, a lot of And I've taken down a lot of the stanchions for this tour right here, but there's a lot of stanchions everywhere, which kind of block off being able to get to certain locations. So there you go. We'll get them. Anyway, on the other side, we're going to work our way to that. You have even more stuff. Like this home just keeps on going. Now it's going to get probably a little bit loud over here on this side as we start getting into the pool space. But you do have like your pool bathroom, which people don't even have to come into the main home. And there would be a door here. They just took the doors off for the parade. You've got the toilet, and then you've got the standalone shower. And then just kind of a fun little pool area. You got the hot tub. These little jet things. And then we'll hop outside and check out this outdoor grill space. Got the prep sink, microwave, not microwave, refrigerator, you know what I mean. The grill, your little flat top. What is this, like the trash can drawer. Very nice. And then I feel like you could be down here and still be kind of part of the party. You know what I mean? Because of all the openness out here. You do have stairs coming from the main level deck area. And just like a nice quaint backyard, enough room for all the kids to play. And then on this side, you've got this fire pit. A little dog run. I just wanted to check out up here real quick. I saw a soccer goal. I didn't know if it was like a little court or something. No, just another little grassy spot though. That's neat. It does just kind of wrap around a good bit. I feel like it feels like a pretty decent sized lot. Let's see if any of these doors are open. Probably not. No, we're gonna have to go all the way back around. But it feels like a pretty decent sized lot. I just feel like the home takes up all that space, which is neat. Like the home itself is just like an absolute compound. And it has everything inside. I don't think you'd never have to leave. Got a little storage closet. Now I know I passed it. I don't know if you saw it or not. So there is a door right there. It's got a keypad on it. I would imagine that's going to be like the pump house or something along those lines. Then you have your gym room. Storage closet. Little water bottle filler, which is nice. If all the kids are down here, they can just grab some water. Another door. And then this is like your little pet area. So it looks like they've got a kennel, little dog washing station. And then you've got the pet door, which leads out to that little pet run out there. And then all the way at the back is this storage room. Today we find ourselves in Eagle, Idaho, getting ready to check out a brand new home from Biltmore Homes. This is a beautiful waterfront property. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, say hello to the Carmell from Biltmore Homes. This is a beautiful kind of mountain, a modern-esque home, and I absolutely am digging it. So, of course, you've got this nice covered front porch right here with this stone. There's actually kind of like this slat siding, which is pretty interesting. And then they also incorporated some more like natural wood siding, which is pretty neat. Just kind of gives this home a lot of like character and texture, and I love it. Anyway, inside you are gonna find 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. There is a 3-car garage, so technically 2 stalls, and then you've got like an RV stall as well. And all of this sits inside of 5,031 square feet. You got these cool little rain chains coming down from the gutters. Love it. Now, if you are interested in this home, it is currently listed for $2,999,000. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. And y'all get a load of that view right there, right out into that pond out back. Ooh, love it. But all right, before we get too far into it, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick and show you the entryway. So they got all these tables and stuff because you got the parades on the weekends and everything. So that's why that's there. Anyway, just ignore it, right? But tons of stonework in here. And then of course, like this natural, almost white oak door, as well as, and it's probably not that, it looks like it though, right? And then you've got some wood accents up on the ceiling as well. And then if you're not familiar with it, it does have a pivot door, which just means that instead of having hinges, it just pivots on a single axis, which makes it super easy to kind of open and shut. It's like super lightweight, no matter really how big the door is, right? And then from there, it kind of opens up into your common spaces with the kitchen, the dining room, as well as the living room. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start right here in the living room, and then we will progress to this side of the house before coming back and checking out the kitchen and the master bedroom. So you do have this beautiful 2-sided fireplace that climbs all the way up to your vaulted ceiling, exposed beam, and I just like the nice little taper that the fireplace has. And obviously, I'm a huge sucker for 2-sided fireplaces, so if they're here, I love them, right? But this one's really nice and large. You've got this huge hearth down here, and then not really like a mantle, but just kind of like this surround, like plaster surround, which is super cool. Just kind of dainty, right? But on either side of that, you've got these nice built-ins. And then I'll give you a good pan back into the dining room and kitchen just from this vantage point, so you can really take in like these massive chandeliers up here. But there's 2 islands, tons of lights coming from these transom windows, and all of these super tall like sliding doors and windows over in the kitchen as well. Love that, you know, love the natural light. And then from there, you can actually access this kind of corridor back here from either side of the fireplace. But what we're going to do is we'll hop into this closet real quick, just kind of scope this out, take a little gander, right? Which is going to be like a little linen closet, maybe a coat closet. And then we're going to swing down here, this little corridor, which just sits back towards the back of the home. So this home is basically set up where it's like got 2 wings on either side of the home. And then in the middle is this nice courtyard. So to the left-hand side, as we walk our way back here, you've got this nice big picture window looking out into almost like this serene garden, right? And then on the right-hand side, of course, you've got views out into your back covered patio, as well as the kind of courtyard space. Then from there, it opens up into your kind of game room area, just some common space back here. Now, this golf simulator right here, it's modular, right? It's something that you could easily go pick up online. So if you didn't necessarily want a golf simulator, you don't have to have one, right? As we are walking through the home, you can change things around and kind of come up with the different ideas that you might want to keep, or things that you might want to change or rearrange, right? And then, of course, duh, you got to let me know down in the comments. But it does have this really cool ceiling. It's kind of like a drop-down recess kind of situation. And I guess there's a remote somewhere that actually you can change like the lights. So you can get into the different moods. And then from there, just kind of opens up. Got a little table set up. I love that window array. We're going to get to it because it has spectacular views. Definitely gives this room kind of like this lake house vibe, right? But you do have the furnace back here. And then another sitting room. And this might be like the less formal living room spot where you might just come and hang out all the time, right? Instead of being out in the living room. Of course, being out in the living room, you're closer to the food, the snacks, right? But vaulted ceilings, exposed beam, nice big light fixture. And then, like I said, just this huge window array looking out onto this massive pond. Now, if you haven't already, do me a solid, right? Do your boy a favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button for me. Why? Because we tour amazing homes all across the country, and I don't want you to miss a thing, right? Because if you do, then you're going to miss ideas. We've already opened that door. But anyway, plus it gives me like the warm fuzzies. It makes me feel good, right? It lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. But you got this linen closet. And then on the opposite side, you have the powder room. So floating vanity, nice vessel sink. It's got one of these fancy little smart toilets right here. Maybe it opens. But anyway, nice big pennant lights. And then this is a lime wash linen finish wall, which looks really cool. And then all the way at the back, this is going to be the first of the bedrooms. So nice big space. Kind of a fun light fixture. This is day 2 of the Idaho trip. And man, yesterday it was so windy. Oh my goodness. And then all of a sudden, like today, no wind. Right? Like one of the people that I met at another home, they texted me this morning. They were like, oh my gosh, beautiful morning, no wind. I was like, yeah, because we were trying to get the drone up and everything like that, and it just was not happening. Like so much wind. They're like, it's hardly ever like this. And then of course the one day, that we're touring their homes, it's like it. So it's nice that it kind of calmed down a little bit. But anyway, into the closet. Kind of like a nice deep navy blue. And then around the corner, this is the second of the bedrooms. This one's nice. It's got like a nice vault with the exposed beam up there. But again, both of these rooms, very nice size. And then into this one's closet. Then on the opposite side, into its ensuite. So this one's actually got a really cool vanity. So you've got, of course, the single vanity, and then it drops down into the little makeup vanity, which looks really nice. And then around the corner, you come into its ensuite, or the water closet part. So toilet, got like a little linen closet, cabinet. And then into its shower. And this one's a super fancy one. Like I feel like compared to the other one that we just came out of. It's definitely one I'd be calling dibs on. And let's see, I haven't gone too far into this home. This is the backside of the fireplace. Like this whole side of the house is kind of new for me. But this is the third bedroom. Again, another vaulted ceiling. Love that. This one sits up towards the front of the home. Just that window is massive. Tons of light. Let's get over here so you can kind of get a different view. And then into its ensuite. See, didn't even come over here to turn on a light. Ooh, got some nice little kicker lights down there. But single vanity, a couple sconces, toilet, and then another nice deep tub. These things are massive. And then of course the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then all the way at the back is its closet. All right, let's go get into some of the meat and potatoes of this home with this kitchen and dining room space. So I guess first and foremost, let's just go ahead and we'll hit up the dining room and then we'll go outside. But dining room kind of sits right in between both the living room as well as the kitchen space. And that sits just off of the patio. Let's see, unlock it. There we go. All right, so covered back patio. Love this space. You've got an outdoor eating area. And then I love this outdoor fireplace. It looks really nice. It's got this recessed TV space. And the cool thing about it is, unlike those hot summer days or something, there are screens that you can just drop right down so you can kind of chill out here and not have to worry about any bugs. If Idaho has bugs, I'm not real sure. But beautiful space. And then it just kind of wraps around. You can access this whole backyard patio area from that kind of game room area that we were in. And then look at this, it just kind of wraps around. You've got your own private dock, little sun tanning station. Oh yeah, we'll get up here on the rocks. But you got some AstroTurf back here, that's nice. And then it just kind of wraps around. This is a perfect spot for like a little fire pit. Man, this definitely reminds me of the lake back home for sure. Obviously the lake's much bigger, but just kind of cool. Got like this rocky kind of thing into the water. And then of course you've got the stairs into the water over here too. I didn't even notice that. But that's pretty cool. And then this is your rear elevation. Kind of a neat look. And then we'll get inside. So yeah, I mean, super cool. I actually got to go out. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. Had to go get a spicy marg. There's a place called Jalapenos that I was told about, so I went and scoped that out. And actually got to meet some really cool people, which was super fun. Normally I'm pretty hesitant about going out and like experiencing places because, you know, she doesn't travel with me when I come on these places. So when I go to like new places, I try to limit my exposure to different things so that hopefully eventually one day we can do it together. But anyway, in the kitchen, we have 2 islands. So both have these beautiful waterfall edges. On this island, kind of like your little eating island, you've got this pop-up outlet. There's actually one on both sides. And then you've got plenty of seating space. There's no storage on this side, but there is storage on this side. So some nice big drawers. And then you've got the built-in microwave. And then on the back island, again, tons of storage. And this right here, this is pretty cool. It actually scared me when I did it. There was a little sign that says, place your foot here. And when you do, whoop, the trash can pops out, right? That's pretty neat, especially if your hands are full, like if you're prepping and you just want to like open it up and scoop everything into the trash can. I thought it was neat. Undermount sink. Well, it's almost like a graphite-y color, like the sink itself looks super cool, but views kind of towards the front side of the house. And then I think this is a panelized dishwasher over on this side. And then for all of you that are like, man, I wish the sink was up underneath of the window. Well, you do have one. It's a prep sink, right? So you can sit here and wash up some stuff, prep your vegetables, whatever the case may be. And that has this spectacular view. So that's pretty neat. And then I would imagine that this is your refrigerator and freezer. Yeah, so you got I think this is the freezer side, which is really nice. So you can pull out your vegetables and everything. You've got your prep sink right there. Bam. And then along the back wall, you have your range with a pot filler and kind of a nice, fun, like rustic-y tile backsplash. Oh man, that's like the biggest spice rack ever. So wide. I wasn't even sure if that's what I was like, what is that going to be? But range hood kind of built in, goes all the way up to kind of like the bulkhead. And let's see what this side is. Ooh, another. Look at that. That's nice. But this is big enough that can fit like all your stuff, like your baking stuff maybe. You can get some sugar and some flour over here as well, like those big glass jars, right? Maybe something along those lines. And then all the way at the end, you've got your wine fridge. So how about that? There's a lot of stuff in this kitchen. And then, and I don't even think that's it. Like, we're not even done yet. You do have a cleaning closet. This is just like a dedicated cleaning closet. It's even got an outlet down there so you can charge all the things, which is super cool. And then back behind us, this sits almost directly behind the kitchen space. You do have this pantry area. And I think it looks really cool. I love that they kept the stone in here, which is nice. Got a little step stool. That's probably my favorite pantry style, is the ones that, and we've toured some like that have ladders in them. I don't know why, I just like them. I think it looks cool, especially when you've got those super tall like cabinets, right? But tons of counter space in here. You do have another little beverage refrigerator. And then on the opposite side of that, look how close this is to the snacks. You got the office. Very nice. Oh, and you got these big picture windows too, just sitting in the corner. Perfect view. Man, I could sit here all day. This is the spot. Definitely edit some videos like that. But double tray ceiling. Nice big light fixture. And I love these like nice big kind of natural doors with like the glass panes. I think that looks pretty cool. There's just so many things to open. I guess this is going to be another cleaning closet because again, and I love the idea of it. I love that they've just got all these outlets down there, right? And then from there we enter into like our mudroom space. So you've got all of these like little lockers. Let's say lockers. I think some of them are open. Maybe not. Maybe they're just all little shelves, which is nice though. Because I feel like that makes sense. Thinking back on it now, like you look at all those locker spaces where it's just like one open tall thing. You can't really put a lot of stuff in there without stacking it. So putting a shelf up, right? Makes sense. All right. This is the garage space. So you've got the double stall right here behind. Like I said, they're set up for the parade right now. So that's kind of why all this stuff is in here. But, and then on this side, you've got like your kind of RV space. But other than that, I see attic access. You've got whatever this storage space is right here. Let's see what that is. Okay, this is where your furnace is and your water heater. And then that's about all I'm seeing in here. And then from there, we kind of start working our way towards the master bedroom, towards the backside of the house. So again, beautiful vaulted ceiling, exposed beam. They kind of kept that stone in here. Almost has like a Tuscan vibe, I guess, right? Nice big chandelier hanging down in the middle. And then you have your own private back patio, which is super cool and, you know, like not attached to anything. This one's even got a jacuzzi. And then this, ooh, I see that tub back there too. Another double-sided fireplace. Yes, please take it. So beautiful, beautiful ensuite. Look at that. That's straight out of a magazine right there. You've got the towel warmer. I love it. I toured one yesterday. It had a wooden tub, which was pretty neat. And then into the shower. Again, another massive, like, I wish I could show you so you could appreciate how large this shower head is. But then you've got like your normal shower head, and then the back wall is pretty curved, which is a little different. And then you have the double vanities kind of floating, a little floating shelf down on the bottom. Frosted glass window, there you go. Ooh, and heated floors too. They're not very nice. Very nice. And then into the water closet. And then I haven't opened this up yet. This looks like a linen closet. Push to open. I do have to say, I'm very thankful for the signs in this home. Right? I'm just kidding. But this is the closet. Nice big mirror right here. And it's carpeted. I think this is the only place in the whole house that has carpet. Yeah, but from there you can kind of transition, and there's two pocket doors right here, but you can transition into the laundry room, which look at this, you've got 2 sets of washer dryer hookups. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just get behind in laundry, right? And you know, when you've got 4 or 5 people living in the house, they got to wait on the laundry. And it's just, I could see it. I'm one of those people that would love to have like 1,800 different laundry rooms. It would be nice. But tons of folding space. And then this has like these little drying racks as well in here. And then kind of another storage closet. And then we're back out into the foyer space. Today we're in the foothills of Boise, Idaho, and we're getting ready to check out an absolutely stunning mountain modern home. This one is from MK Home. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. What about that? All right, y'all, get a load of this beauty right here. If you love mountain modern homes, I think this is definitely going to be one that tickles your fancy. This is 1851 West Winter Camp Court from MK Homes. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the stonework and the wood. I think it just looks fantastic. Now, inside you are going to find 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. It does have a massive 6-car garage. And all of this sits inside of 5,620 square feet. Just get a load of it. Then it's got like this private little courtyard space as you enter in through these steel doors, and just kind of wraps around. Just pretty neat. I could see like coming out here and sipping on some tea, you know, having a little tea party. Got the little fountain. It's got like this whole vibe to it. And it's like lunchtime now, so you're getting a little bit of shade right here. Now, if you are interested in this home, it is currently listed at $3.895 million. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. So this is the view that you're greeted with when you do first walk in. Beautiful view into both the great room and your back covered patio and beyond. But before we dive into all of that, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick, show you this front entryway. And before we do dive into it too far, I do want to give a special thank you to the 208 Market team at Keller Williams Realty here in Boise for setting up this tour. Greatly appreciate that. And you know, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't get opportunities to tour homes like this. So definitely appreciate you. If you haven't already, you know, make sure, I'm going to say definitely way too many times, but, you know, go over there and hit the subscribe button. That way we can get into more amazing homes. So, beautiful front entryway, and then from there it opens up into this massive living room space. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to step here into the living room, check it out, and then stay on kind of this side of the house before ultimately getting over to the kitchen. So, beautiful tapered stone fireplace going all the way up to the ceiling. Massive chandelier hanging down in the middle of this great room. I love this thing. It's just got like this beautiful, like rustic, weathered look to it, which I think is fitting with like the mountain modern theme, right? And then of course you have these beautiful exposed beams up in the ceiling. And then as you can see, all of the windows and door frames are all done up in steel. It is all custom. And dare I say imported from New York, right? So all American made, which is absolutely amazing. But beautiful fireplace right here with a massive insert. You've got this really nice surround right here. And then no hearth at all, just kind of flush to the ground. So that would look really good with, you know, some different decorating. And then I'm going to give you a quick pan back into the kitchen space because it is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Just love that kitchen. But let's go ahead and step outside real quick. You've got this back covered patio space. Views clear up the hill. Now this property is on just shy of an acre. I think it's like 0.95 of an acre. So tons of room back there, right? You've got another gas fireplace out here. Just kind of a nice little chill spot. You do have a heater back here over the top of like your outdoor eating space. So that's nice. If it gets a little chillier in the wintertime, you can crank that puppy up. And then you've got your outdoor kitchen area with the grill. You've got your flat top. And then up underneath of this cover right here is the pizza oven. And man, I could definitely just kind of see hanging out here. Maybe you get a pool, maybe you don't. I don't know, right? But you just kind of hang out. Now, this little walkway over here does lead to another little patio that was kind of envisioned for like a hot tub space, right? And that's real nice. And then you have access from the master bedroom. And then further down, you have access out onto that covered little patio space, which is for your gym area. There's actually an indoor gym through the master bedroom. So that is pretty cool. Now, as we are walking through this home, let me know what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if this home was to be yours. I'm going to tell you right now, I love this office space. Just look at this. Just a wall of windows. Beautiful. And again, all done custom steel work. Now, I was told that it's soundproof. We might have to put that to the test later on. I'll have to actually take the mic off, or maybe you'll still be able to hear me, right? But I love the stone accent wall. I think that looks really cool. And with the glass, you're still kind of part of everything, but you're kind of still disconnected at the same time, right? And then on this side of the house, you're going to find 2 of the secondary bedrooms. And this is the first of the 2. So beautiful ceiling height in here. Just kind of soars up, nice and spacious. And then you've got all this kind of hand-milled woodwork in here as well. Nice step-in closet. And then I'm pretty sure each of the bedrooms have their own en-suites, which is nice, right? I've talked about that before. If you're new, we do tour homes all across the country. So we see a lot of different homes, a lot of different designs and stuff like that. And I think it's almost, it has to be like standard these days to have basically, essentially, the same number of bathrooms as you do bedrooms. Anyway, throughout this home, you're going to see this beautiful countertop right here. This is that Taj Mahal stuff. We've been seeing that quite a bit lately. Just kind of a really cool pattern. And once we get to like the kitchen space, I'll really show it to you. It's almost got like this dark, stormy wave pattern to it, which is pretty neat. But into the linen closet. And then past that, you come into, this is like a dedicated dog station, right? Which is pretty neat. You've got the Dutch door right here, right? So the bottom can close and the top, like they can separate. And then you've got a little wash basin back here with beautiful colored cabinets. I love this. It's like a sagey green color, like a nice dark sage. Wash basin, and then you have your pet washing station. And then there's a little doggy door. And this door actually, I don't know if it's locked or unlocked. It leads out into like this little pet run, right? So that's kind of cool. My dogs, you know, they'd never fit in that. And then I'd be having the big dogs. We've got 3 Maremma sheepdogs. And they live in our barn. And I'll tell you what, I promise they'd be trying to get in through that little doggy door. Especially Maggie. She's, we've had her since she was like a pup. And she's probably the most spoiled one. But she loves coming in the house every now and again. She gets a little treat. But anyway, this is the second of the secondary bedrooms. This one's nice. It's got access out onto the back patio space. And it's got like this fun little built-in. Now these, I've got this one and one more. And they're not part of the parade, but I'm so happy that we got them. You know what I mean? Just like completely different. It's kind of what I was expecting coming to Idaho. Instead of, you know, we've toured a lot of great homes, but just looking at the pictures of this one and the next one that we're going to be doing, they just look like these beautiful quintessential kind of, you know, exactly what I expected from a home here in Idaho. So pretty excited about that. A little stoked. But you've got your dining room space with this beautiful tray ceiling, nice big light fixture. Again, kind of, it's almost like a hammered brass. I don't know if it's actually like a paint job or just kind of, no, it's actually it. So that's neat looking. And then just gorgeous views right here from the dining room. You do also have access out onto the back covered patio. And then from there, you dive into this kitchen space. And it is just gorgeous. Here, I can really give you a good look of this like Taj Mahal countertop. I don't know, maybe it's not. I just feel like I imagine when I look at it like dark, stormy seas, right? That's just kind of the pattern I get out of it. And it always looks so beautiful. But anyway, so on the front side of the island, looks like there is some storage up underneath of there. It's a little far back. I'm not going to open it this time. But you do have some nice big pendant lights hanging down over the top of your island. And then on this side, I've loved to see this. Oh my goodness. Like actually in the island out here where you're like doing things, you've got an ice maker, right? So cool. And then next to that, you've got the trash can drawer. And then further down is your panelized dishwasher. And then this undermount sink looking out into both the great room as well as the dining room. And then let's go ahead and back up a little bit, and we will start along the back wall. So again, beautiful glass pane cabinets. Love that. And these are all push to open, so they don't have any hardware on the front of them. It's kind of making them look clean and crispy, right? But the cabinets do go all the way up to the ceiling, so you don't have to worry about doing any dusting. And then of course you've got your Thermador range with the double ovens, and it looks like, oh yeah, got a little spice rack on this side. Let's see what the other side has. You've got the utensil drawer. And then back behind that, they wrap the countertop up into the backsplash. You've got the pot filler, little lip up there. And then on the far wall, of course, refrigerator and freezer with your little wine fridge in the middle. And then I'll go ahead and back up, give you a good view over here, and then we're going to dive into this beautiful pantry space as well. And I think what I love most about the pantry and pretty much this home is just, I love the steel framed everything. Whether it's the doors or the windows, I just think it looks really, really nice. So into the pantry, again, kept the same countertops in here as well. Cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling. And then around the corner, you'll have a microwave. You've got your espresso machine, a little bit of extra storage in here. And then just like a fun little tile backsplash. And then through this way, you have access back out into the foyer. And then across the hall, I've never seen this before, and I think this is super interesting. This is like, it's not like a powder bath, but essentially it's a powder bath. It's a full bathroom. But you've got the single vanity, right? And then you have this accent wall right here, which is real leather panels. Pretty neat, just brings in a little bit of warmth, I think, into the space. But then you've got your toilet and a full shower. Nice, dark, and moody. Let's see, open this up so you're looking at the shower and not me. I know, that's what you really want to look at, but I'm just kidding. Anyway, and then it just kind of wraps around. Over this side, you've got the mud room and laundry room space, but we'll do a full circle. We're going to start here in the master bedroom, which is just nice and spacious. So you've got this beautiful tray ceiling with the exposed beams. Again, access outside. And then into the ensuite. So double opposing vanities. And then they've got like these linen cabinets on either side. And then along the back wall, kind of like a little artistic piece back here. So you've got the wood paneling, and then just like the little lip right there, the little edge, kind of the same countertop or same material that they used with the countertops. Just looks pretty neat. Just the use of like black and brown, you know what I mean? And they always said growing up it doesn't match. It goes with everything. Anyway, nice big soaking tub. And then next to that you've got this walk-in shower with double shower heads and fun little backlit niches. The water closet. And then this is your gym room. Now you can actually access this from multiple locations. You can access it obviously from the master bath. You can access it from outside, or you can even access it from the garage. This door actually leads out into the garage. Now we're gonna go out into the garage a different way, but I just kind of wanted to point that out. And then you've got your water bottle filler, and then a little beverage refrigerator out here as well. So that's nice. And then around the corner, you come into the master closet. So you've got these pull-down hanging dowels, tons of built-ins, and then easy access into the laundry room. So again, I love this, how they like raise up the washer and dryer, right? One, it makes it where it doesn't hurt your back when you're opening up like front load stuff. But then it also has a little bit of extra storage up underneath of it as well, which is pretty neat. And then again, kind of that same sagey green color, forest green maybe. And then plenty of counter space. But that wraps around. Got a little wash basin. And then back behind us is like this storage / linen closet. And then I love the floors. Like the floor is probably my favorite part. And that just kind of comes out here in the mudroom as well. You just have these beautiful like herringbone patterned bricks, which is pretty neat. And then in the mudroom, got a nice big storage closet, huge coat closet, cleaning closet, whatever you want to use it as. And then back behind us is a bunch of lockers, which is nice. Now I think the ones on either end have outlets, and then they've got like these little adjustable hook things, which is cool. Just kind of extend them out. And then those go all the way up to the ceiling. Then we'll go ahead and step out into this massive garage space. So 6 stalls. So you've got the 2-car right here. I think it's 6. I think it's wide enough for 6. I don't know how they're going to get 6 in here. I don't know. But they do have your utility closets. So there's actually 2 of them. Both of these sets of closets are all of your utilities. So you've got your furnace, your water heater. I think they've got the central vac system over there as well. And then you've got the door out into the motor court. And then this garage. I would say 4 cars. But I mean, I guess you could pack 6 in here if you wanted to. You've got the EV hookup, electric panel, and then you do have this really nice like storage, or not storage, like workshop area. You've got the pressure washer machine, little wash basin. This is the door that goes back into the gym room, right? And then I don't remember what these are. So this is your central vac hose, so you can like, which makes it nice. Some storage closets. But how cool is that? You've got like this little pressure washer over here, and then you've got the vacuum, so you could just, you'd never have to go and go to a car wash. You can just do it right here, right? So that's pretty cool. Then from here, we'll go ahead and work our way upstairs. Have you been thinking about what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if this home was yours? Definitely be letting me know that stuff in the comments. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice this. Check this out. So you got this coat room over here, and they utilized like the understairs storage space. Get a load of this. Like a full-on coat room. Oh man, and the ceilings right here, they drop down a little bit, right? Up underneath of the stairs. I'm 6 foot tall though, and I don't have to duck. What? Love it. I feel like I have to duck, but I don't actually have to duck. Got a little bit of head clearance there. And then you have this beautiful staircase. It's kind of working its way up. Nice big window looking out into the hills and beyond. And then what I love about up here is, and you probably saw it while we were downstairs in the great room. It's just got like this little banister balcony space looking back down into the great room. It's just so gorgeous, right? Like I love the fireplace and that surround. It just looks amazing. But super cool, love that. And then all the way at the back of the house, we'll start here. There is a bedroom up here as well. But you've got this great big kind of bonus space, den area, little hangout spot. Just tons of space. You've got the wet bar with a beverage fridge, or 2 of them. We've got some accent lights down at the bottom of the cabinets. And then look at this. You've got like these recessed little shelves, which is cool. And then around the corner from that, you can access this bathroom from both this kind of common space as well as the bedroom itself. So you've got single vanity with some nice sconces. And you've got the toilet and another standalone shower. This one's got like some nice dark navy blue tile. Kind of cool looking. And then we'll just step right on into the bedroom itself. So good size. This is probably the smaller of the bedrooms though, for sure. All those other ones were massive. But this would be like a nice younger kid, maybe even a guest room, right? Send them upstairs, get them out of here. But nice accent wall. And then you've got its closet as well. And this one's got a little bit of attic access up above us. All right. Y'all let me know what you think about this home down in the comments. If you want any more information on this home or MK Homes, you can find that information right down there in the description. I do want to say a huge thank you to the 208 Market team with Keller Williams Realty Boise. Greatly appreciate them for setting up this tour. And with that, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go on to have a fantastic day. And as always, my name's Timothy. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face in the next one.